YouTube, hello, you're over there. Back with Paranormasight. What happened? I don't remember. That's been 4 years. It's coming up on 4 years I've been streaming. People are getting close to having been subbed to me for 4 years. And by people, I mean like Arg and 7-9. And probably Ellie. She had multiple accounts because I think one she got locked out of, but it's irrelevant. My wife, Nathan. Nathan's not my wife. He said no. My wife, comma, Nathan. Also, 2 examples of people that have subscribed to me for almost 4 years at this point. Anyway, now what needs to happen is I play this flippin' game. What I do remember is that well, at this point, we're just collecting more and more about the curses to try and stop an apocalypse. A nice young woman who hasn't been in the game until very recently escaped a room with a puzzle that was a little bit finicky for my taste regarding nail polish remover. A glitch happened and now you're on an 80 stream streak. Was the glitch you kept watching me for 80 streams? Because that does sound like something that not a person would do, but instead be a glitch. If you just mean it didn't show up in the chat, then that okay, I believe you, I guess. I don't know why someone would lie about that. Be like lying about getting bullied as a kid. Yeah, I got bullied all the time. Let's do this! Having regained control... Oh, you were possessed, right. Having regained control of herself, Yako rejoins Mio in their search for the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, so that they can stop the curse. However, they find themselves with scarcely any leads to follow. Game update. Hit me with it, Jeppo. By the way, the goal is to finish this today so I can move on to something that is not a visual novel, for the love of crap. I know we're supposed to be finding that Record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, and I guess it would just be out in the middle of the street somewhere. I'm sure it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is try and trace the bloodline of that Onmyo Seimon Tsuchimikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. Have you tried Google? And since we've got nothing... Oh, right, it's 1980-something. Have you tried Alta Vista? Since we've got nothing, we find ourselves here. In the middle of the fucking street. Oh, this is the soap factory. The fucking... Yeah, the soap office building. They have not been involved in this game for ages. My dad texted me. What the hell? Alright, hold on. First of all, can you, like, back up a step there, lady? More importantly, what does my dad want from me? Is it true you young-ish folks really like spiked cider?
You're a shrewd negotiator.
Yes, that's
Hello.
part of the text. Thank you, Arg. Is it true you young folks really like spiked cider, and that all you will drink more of that at... What? Oh, wait. The mother bride assures me that I should provide lots and lots of cider. Ah, my brother's getting married, and apparently he's heard us young folks don't like beer so much anymore and would prefer to have a bunch of cider. Which, if I'm being honest... Yeah, I'd be down for that. I really like cider. Beer doesn't do a lot for me. I'm all about cider. I am probably not the person he wanted to ask about that as a guy who likes beer, but I don't think he gives a shit about cider. I'll get to that later. Chat, what do you like? Beer or cider? Or do you not drink? Or do you like something stronger? Let me know. I'm looking for bird stickers right now. Arg sub for 37 months. Good God. I don't know why I said 4 years. That's just over 3 years. Over 3 years. Good Lord. I've known Arg for over 3 years. I don't even know what he looks like. I bet he's handsome, which is why he subscribed to me. Haha. Finished Final Fantasy VIII. Third game got was Star Wars Squadrons. I finished now. You've been to Far Cry 4. Did you get the secret ending where you just wait around for 10 minutes? A joke that was so funny they did it again in the 5th game for some reason. I feel like that's a good one and done joke, Ubisoft. You didn't need to do the same joke immediately. At the very least, put it in 6, not 5. You know, E4, you've been following since 2020? Yeah. I was saying I nearly streamed for 4 years, but it took a while before I could get Subs going. I don't see a bird oh, there we go. I knew there was one. There had to be one. Collect 15 Mockingbird stickers. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, there's 20 of them, and I have 15. You know what? 15 out of 20 ain't half bad. That was number 7, which is... And then that wasn't number 7. 17, was it? There we go. Yeah, Bad Bill. Boy, he's so bad. Look at him with his scar and his comb over. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm getting all outposts and bell towers so I can continue the main plot. Oh yeah, Far Cry 4. 5 to me is the best Far Cry game that is like of the mainline series. Blood Dragon is my favorite because obviously it is, but Far Cry 5 just... I think the story is better in 4. Like, the characters are more interesting, but 5 is still a good story. And the mechanics of 5 are so well polished at that point from 3 and 4. 3 and 4 had issues, but 5 is just such a polished experience. I think it's the best Far Cry game. And then 6, I didn't bother playing because I was over it. Oh, Mio, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Tsutsumi checked with. I forget his name. Alright, apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that we have any way of contacting him directly. We'd have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me. And even then, it's only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot, then. Interesting. Alright, well. The soap building. This is the Hihaku Soap's headquarters. Doesn't look like much, I gotta be honest with you. So, we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important company a person of the company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Not every company has a president if it's, owned by committee. There's the chairman of the board, which would kind of be the president if they're owned by committee. But so it goes. To get all bell towers, you get the Buzz Killer, which is a MG42 with a sight as the highest power of any gun. Nice. Have you tried just riding an elephant into things? It's usually pretty good and fun. That's honestly the only thing Far Cry 5 is missing. I can't ride an elephant into camps and kill people with it. It was very fun. I liked doing that. But 5 has a bear named Cheeseburger. So, pretty good, right? A mountain lion named Peaches. A dog named Boomer. It's pretty great. Had that one DLC that was pretty funny where they had all the zombie movies or whatever. Even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk to her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask if she knows about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. I mean, that's what he did with the professor. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Ah, well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Going for all abilities and you have to beat 2 outposts without being detected. I mean, there's some small outposts in the game, surely. It's been a minute since I played 4. If you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared as if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Take a chance on life. Oh yeah, that's the Yakko I know. I beat 4. I don't think I ever beat 3. I got about halfway through 5. It's interesting. I think 5's the better game, but I beat 4 because the story is more interesting. Gameplay-wise, 5 is the best you're going to get. So can I go in, or what? You prefer Pagan to Joseph? Oh, yeah. Again, the characters are much more interesting. Joseph's just a whiny little bitch. Pagan is, like, actually kind of fun, and there's an interesting theory to be made that he's, the least evil of the 3 evil people by the end of the game. Which, means you've been better off not killing him, but, that's part of the intricacy of the plot, isn't it? Excuse us. I keep forgetting about the pouty lips. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Well, turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we were just students. I mean, you rocked up in your school uniform, so I don't know who you were trying to fool. Maybe our private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. Pagan's Troy Baker, a character is a Troy Baker character you actually like. In that case, we try again. I don't know. If Yihaku is no good, I don't know if we have any other options. Okay, well. I can't move. I have to talk or think. What do you think? In which case, is waiting for her secretary the only thing we can do? Oh, we need to find her secretary, I guess. Unless we want to go into the sewers. There are a bunch of police cars speeding by earlier. I wonder if something happened. Man, oh, that's right. We found the, we found what is, we believe, the location of where, the serial killer is, or at least a very good lead on it. I've seen a few police officers, and they look like they were on edge. Could Inspector Tsutsumi have let that Nejima escape, and everyone's scrambling to find him? Opinion on Herc? I think he's fun when he doesn't exist. Like in 4, he's a co-op partner who doesn't exist because he's in the Yeti DLC, but like it's non-canon, he's there. So he has to keep chiming in with all the pre-recorded lines to remind you he's there. He got way overused in 5 when they made a whole character about him in a DLC where he goes to Mars or some shit. That's, I don't know. He's more fun as a background goof. After all the effort we went into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. Far Cry 3 had its own, like, weird, co-op campaign that I think Herc's also in, but I don't know, I liked him the best in the Yeti DLC. What is it? The person, that person coming this way. He's in Primal as well. Yeah, but Primal sucks. Primal's like one of the stupidest games they could have ever made. Hey, you know what everyone liked about 3? The ridiculous over-the-top 80s sci-fi action movie with robot dinosaurs. Let's do the complete opposite of that. Full stop. It's cavemen with, like, spears and big cats. And you're just looking at them like, no, we didn't want this. This sucks. This is so bad. At least they learned their lesson, and 5 had, you know, they tried with the Mars DLC, but that blew chunks. The zombie one was fun. What, that tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. This guy, who's been sort of an enigma the entire game. Mr. Yumioka, over here. Hello, I've materialized before you. Oh. You're Gamioto's manager, Mr. Yumioka. Yes, good to see you again. Miss Kurasuzu. What a coincidence, running into you here. Gamiota? Yumioka? Hua. Hua, 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 hua. Hua. Wow, they are not looking at me. The tension in this stare-off right here. Cut it with a knife. How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore? Yes, she's been keeping at it. Cheating people. Far Cry 7's reportedly going to be in Alaska. Is it going to be, like, new? Because they've made the same game 4 times in a row with different people. 3 was a little different, but, like, 4, 5, 6 were all the same game with different actors. So are they going to do something new, or is it just going to be the same goddamn shit that they haven't fucking evolved from since 4? And 4 was the same as the first half of 3. The second half of 3, it was different. And not good, but it was different. Miss Kurosuzu, I'm so glad you're doing well. I assure you, we've had no issues you need to concern yourself with. Okay. So how do you know this guy? Gotta tell me what happened. Case from a while back, a family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying we were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated. A psychic named Sugen Gamioto suddenly showed up. She said she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched by the Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself, but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamio's manager during that case. That's pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking for something there, but I told her that's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamio didn't even have much spirit sense to speak with, which soured my mood on the whole thing. So you gave her a scolding, is what you're saying. So she was one of those types, then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. Can I suggest any of the Far Cry games? Boy, any's a strong word. There's a lot in there that I'd rather not play, like 1, or 2, or Primal, or 2, or New Dawn, or 2, or 6, or 2. But if you want to suggest Blood Dragon 3, 4, or 5, then yeah, sure. Why not? Essentially, she... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Blood Dragon in a heartbeat. Essentially, she's one of those fraudulent psychics that's so common nowadays. Oh, you mean all psychics. Got it. Okay. Something new, then. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go, Gamioto seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It'd be huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with ancient text called the Records of Fate Yin Scroll? Or anything about descendants of an Omyo named Seimon Tsuchi Mikado? Omyoji, excuse me. I beg your pardon. Miss Kurasuzu, how do you... So you do know about it. I see. If that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it. Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there. Huh? Oh, hell yeah. Look at this queen. Immediately look at this queen. If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again. Wah! Mayu Chozawa, what are you doing here? Why is it written like that? Be like if fucking Steve Buscemi walked in. Wah! Steve Buscemi, what are you doing here? Like, okay. Huh, Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Hihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Hihaku, after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Hoping we spin Dead Souls? Same. Literally anything that isn't a visual novel. Huh? You work for Hihaku? What's going on? There's really no way you can refuse, though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Okay, so who has a curse stone? The mom back here has one. She has one. We're pretty sure he has one, or at least gave his to his mistress, the chairwoman. I think she's... No, she gave it to you. The schoolgirl gave it to her. They did an exorcism, and then I think they gave the stone to the cop. So I don't think we have a curse stone anymore. Oh, I'm sure. It would be I like the idea that random people have been selected and are tied together by these curse stones. Open your fucking eyes. This is important. What are you doing? Quite the view, isn't it? Not that she would know. How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You'd better just give in and come clean with everything you know. We went to the park? What? Why? You want to fucking wake up? Or there you are. Excuse me, are you new to all this? I guess I'm kind of just tagging along. Me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we? Right. Excuse me, I had no idea Gamioto was connected with Hihaku, so I'd just like to ask. Was it Miss Yamamori from Hihaku who obtained the Records of Fate and passed it to Arashi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Was it suiting Gamio's doing, then? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fate from Mr. Araishi. It was then Miss Yamamori gained an interest and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings. Then, who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries? I give you my word we had no part in that. I guess that still could be Najima, the serial killer, then. You learned from Arashi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night. That is all. Jesus Christ. Why is the sound of her cocking her arm like fucking Roman Reigns require a gunshot? There's no way that's true. Stop lying. I must ask you, please refrain from violence. She's like a 15-year-old girl, dude. I think you can take her. Hold on, Yako. It's all right. The minute I learned Giyamoto was none other than the Queen of Hihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. While it's somewhat shameful, if you require proof, then so be it. What, so that Taka supernatural powers are just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yaku here has more than her. I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerably powerful spirit sense. Ah, that would be, Aoki, or Oki, whatever his name was. If they were a Hihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. My, to think Sojo Oki was so talented. I've said it once and I'll say it again, the best part of the game was when I was playing as him going around solving puzzles to kill people. It then really just became a visual novel. That, like, the cop had a couple puzzles, but man, it was fucking shot their shot real early on, and then just... They're lucky it's interesting enough to hold my attention, but mechanically it got so much more boring. At any rate, Hihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the records of fate to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that. Alright. From my memory, in the previous stream we established the whole curse situation was started by the killer's associate, who was a big fan or some such. The killer's associate, who I might be able to pull up some persons of interest here. Go through them here. This guy. So this was the killer's associate. The killer is Najima, this dude, who we currently suspect is actually this guy, who's a janitor at the high school all the students go to. The killer was on parole and has been missing for some years. We suspect it's this dude. But this is what he used to look like. This dude was in prison with the killer. Big fan. Killer told him about some black magic shit and where to find this cool-ass cursed book. He went and found the cool-ass cursed book and was doing rituals for eternal youth. Whether or not that caused all of this remains unknown. He might have done something more than just rituals for eternal youth. He might have just been doing rituals for eternal youth. He was killed by his stepdaughter that he was abusing, after she died and was a ghost possessing one of the high school students. But this guy also might be the one who sparked the ritual after the fact. Because if you recall, this guy, in order for eternal youth, needed a young person in order to steal their youth. So he borrowed this guy, the child of the mom here, and held it for ransom, and then was going to sacrifice him in a black ritual. Black magic ritual. Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's curse stone like I promised. A curse stone? Thank you. I have to admit I'm surprised you're a man of your word. But first, I've got some questions about the curse stones you already have. This is confusing. Honestly, if you've been playing it in the way they intend you to and not just getting a plot summary from me, it's not that confusing. What exactly do you want to know? Earlier you said Hihaku collected 6 curse stones already. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why would you need to know that? Because I don't trust you, of course. If you really collected them like you said, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are. The Whispering Canal. Okay, yeah, they might have that one. Okay, what else? Miyachizawa over there has the Beckoning Light. Oh, wow. He knows that already. Yep, you were the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Anyway, do continue. There's the ever-burning lantern which we gave to Hideki Arashi. So you consider that one of Hihaku's, then. Whatever, we'll worry about that later. That's 3. What about the others? Well, the others are the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. Well, those are both with the cop. The beach was always with him. The mansion was with the kid. The school dude, the janitor. Yeah, it's been 20 years, stands to reason he'd look different. Quite different. Ironic for the dude that was searching for immortality until youth got off to, like, the dumb fuck he was. I mean, that always happens, though, right, Arg? You go looking for immortality and you die. I was right, the killer was involved in starting the curse rampage thing. It seems most likely that he was. We're definitely finishing this today. Good. And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall. Okay, so the cop has all of those. The student had the Fool's Procession. The cop started with the beach. Fuckface rich kid had the foot washing mansion, but he gave that to the cop because he was foiled immediately. So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? We'll probably finish today. It's true. I could just stop and, like, start scrolling Twitter for the next 2 hours, and then we wouldn't finish today. Boring stream, though. That's wrong. All three of those are with Inspector Tsutsumi. Okay, you didn't need to tell him that. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I promised. Meaning the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. That's not one you want to fuck around with. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. That's the one that you can kill someone if they leave. And it inevitably follows that you used it to kill the young man here in Kinoshibori Park. Such a horrible act. And to your own employee, no less. No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse stone. Wow. You really fucking aimed for the stars with 6 then, huh, my guy? How many do you have? 6. Really? No, 0. Say like 3. Keep it a believable number. We plan to collect soul dregs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing murders ourselves is too much of a risk. I mean, that is how it goes, am I right? We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us. Is that so? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. Okay, I sense a flaw in your plan. You're going around asking people for the damn stone. If they're willing to use it to get soul dregs, they're probably not willing to give it to you, which means it would be empty. Did you not think of that? Like, if they're willing to hand it to you, clearly that means they don't want it. And if they're not willing to give it to you, they have a curse stone and will probably kill you. This is not a well thought out plan. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses. Yeah, how'd that work? Particularly greedy, you say? I think maybe like 2 or 3 of them are greedy, the rest are not so much. What? It is possible Sojo Oki came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. By the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk me out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe a Hihaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe it or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shoujo Oki's stone and killed him. Boy, if it wasn't you, it might have been Yoko then. That's the only other person I can think of. That curse. Don't want to fuck with that one. Yeah. Some of the other curses are situational. This, you die if you walk away. And this is one of those users particularly okay with killing people is handy much of the time. Oh, yeah, yeah. There's one that can copy any other curse stone as well, so you got that one in your back pocket. Hold on, how does that one work? I know I'm not playing the game, but I think Shizawa has it. It doesn't say what her curse stone is there. I need here. Curses. No, I need... it's Beckoning Light. Kills by means of the curse they possess, one who has become a curse bearer. Okay, so the Beckoning Light can only kill other curse bearers, but it kills them the way their curse stone would kill somebody else. So it's really just a, like, Uno reverse card. Not the worst one to have, honestly. It's purely defensive, but I mean, hey. Beats the hell out of not being cursed. Or beats the hell out of being hit with a curse and not having it, is what I mean. Anyway. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, nor where they may be. That's unfortunate. Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Hihaku who put the idea in Fumichika Najimi's head to get a curse stone either. Najima, the only ones we negotiated with were Aiwa and Arashi. Aiwa had one. I mean, Arashi we knew, but Aiwa had one. Interesting. Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know the location of the remaining curse stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about Taiko of Tsugaru? Yeah, no one's brought up that. Oh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. Sometimes best offense is good defense. Yeah, no, true. Woman here ain't getting sniped with a curse. She's got a counter for it. I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Who's got this Taiko? Because the reads, supposedly Najima has, and there just aren't that many other characters. Who the fuck would have it? The girl, the fucking weirdo, like Yame or whatever her name is? Ayame? Yeah, this one? This lunatic? The weird-ass college student? Who's, like, insane? Have you heard enough about curse stones? I have nothing else to tell you. I'm just going around talking to them one by one. I'll cut to the chase, then. Are you the one who killed Hajime Yoshima? No, we did not. Fucking stop doing that! Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who? That much I don't know. While it's true that we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by somebody else before he could acquire it. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Shizawa. The plot thickens, as they say. And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with this curse, huh? Indeed. Though I never thought you would escape. It took a couple miracles, but yeah, I got out. I had to fax my location to the detective over there. Just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? Come on, dude. It's not the time to be hiding things. You ever think you can get away without answering now? But... Alright, spill, old man. Okay, gotta keep pressing. I'm also here. Yes, hello. Fine, I'll let someone else talk. Oh, okay. Back to Richter. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the curse stone you have? Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you, that's not possible at the moment. And why is that? Ah, you don't know? Then I'll tell you and our friend from Hihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet, but it seems curse stones cannot be given to normal people. They can't... Well, I mean, we gave it to her. Huh? What? I actually tested it with the madame here earlier. Even if you give a curse stone to somebody else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. Oh, I guess the cop can take them away because he is also a curse bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the curse stones appear to the curse bearers of their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Tsutsuma has collected curse stones from other curse bearers. Then Inspector Tsutsumi must be curse bearer himself. Ah, he is. So what you're saying, curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse. Exactly. They aren't quite as dangerous as you think. Okay, so not anyone can just have these. It has to be curse bearers. So that means really 7, maybe a couple oddballs like Mio here, who are really spiritually gifted, can actually use and obtain these things. Interesting. As for Hihaku's intentions of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there's a curse bearer among them. That damn Arashi. How could he not know this? Well, this has literally never been attempted in, like, 3 centuries, so... That must be why, since I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tsutsumi later. If you know Inspector Tsutsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you. I mean, that makes sense. That's all fair. And you know about the Record of Fate Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you're researching the Right of Resurrection and the Records of Fate, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll. That's right, the Record of Fate alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many other things of your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Simon Tsuchimikido... Mikao, Simon descendants are, Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamioto's connections? I can't reveal that. Then you would prefer I expose to the public how Giamoto's a fraud with almost zero spirit sense. Perhaps you should consult with her on this before you go spreading all of the truth here. You know, at least call her and let her know the situation. Fine, I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found Seimon's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi. Oh, but we knew that already. He was talking about that. That severely limits the flow of people can use curses, and thereby also severely limits the havoc they can wreak, which is actually good to know. True. So that's why he went after Hajime. However, Hajime was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment. Yes, he did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. The location of the in-scroll is hidden. The information was split into two and hidden in pairs of talismans. That seems like a dumb idea, which were then passed down from generation to generation. Talismans? I see. Hajime was supposed to have one, but it almost certainly was stolen when he was killed. It's possible he knew the location of the other as well. So that's why he questioned me about things he inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman. Yes, Michio Shirahaishi was also likely a descendant of Seimon Tsuchi. Okay, so they were distant relatives, actually. The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Shozawa's memories. However, Michio was already dead. Yes, by coincidence, she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Iwai, so we began our investigation from there. But he was already dead too, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans, yes, we'll know the location of the record fates of Yin Scroll. Yeah, but like, one of them, I don't know where they both are. One of them belongs to, I don't know who killed, the problem is I have no idea who killed, Hajime. No idea who killed this guy, but they would have his talisman. They just said mysterious circumstances. Seem like two were relatives. Might explain why the cop was willing to help her. True. So yeah, he was found dead under mysterious circumstances. Don't know who killed him. They probably have the talisman. The thing is, the other one I think this woman has, because if you'll recall, it was, this guy? Yeah. This guy was driving a car all fast and cool and hit Michio, killing her. They went back to check. He stayed in the car. She got out to check the body. And since then, the talisman, which was on Michio when she died, has been AWOL, which means this bitch took the talisman. Anyway, sometimes the answer is right under your nose. Sometimes the answers are hardest to find. Yeah, let's keep quiet about the location of talismans for now, right? No need for Yumioka to know. That was close, but I almost let it slip. Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with our questioning nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here. But the information you have... The hell are you whining about? I said we're done here, so scram. Didn't get me that time. That's all our business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that curse stone. Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Tsutsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yumioka. Yeah! Let's take our leave, madam. With this, we'll be free of this troublesome curse ourselves. Well, just us then. Couple of girl bosses. Hell yeah. Girls' night. That lady and the investigator, we should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all this. If his goal was getting information about the curse stones, then this might be bad. Alright, I got one of those curse stones too, the beckoning light. Alright, if you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Sumi without using it? Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. Fucking stop! I just remembered, Mayu. I have something important to tell you. What's with the yelling all of a sudden? I know a girl, you know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Alright, the delinquent. Really, Hitomi has Hajime's talisman. Oh. Yes, right, Hitomi has it. He gave it to her. Right, I remember now. He trusted her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after the talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request for her. So you two need the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I can get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all of this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch them. Don't worry about it. Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eye. Look in your eye young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go and find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime, you hear? So are you just out of the plot? But I like you. You're attractive and cute and smart. Like my wife. We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches work on them, I'll give them a good one. Now I can get behind. Now that I can get behind, I'll give it to you two. Or I'll leave it to you two, I suppose. Now then, your next move should be find Hitomi and get that talisman. Though, isn't there one more talisman you need? Right. We got a pretty idea of where the one Michio had is. We'll have to check Inspector Tsutsumi about that, but we should go back to the school and call him. Okay, got it. Well, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there. Perfect. Alright, well. Interesting. Can't play any of these. I guess something else has to happen here? The park? I don't know. What else is... I really should have read what the fuck was happening. Oh, this is the... Right, this is us just looking around for shit. Place associated with the Whispering Canal. Canal must be connected to the man who was found in park. Agreed. Victims, employee. Chairwoman. Kill Kirschner. What do I still need to do with these guys? He really wants to go to the playground. I think we're done here, though, because he went to the playground. He got his sticker. Maybe Michio Park, I guess? That's the lottery. Did he win the lottery, though? I need to know. Sure it's these two you haven't done something with? Okay, so... Well, let me finish investigation and I'll show you. Whoops. So, finish investigation. So, everything else, like if I click on this, X out, everything else is blacked out, you see? Like it's all gray, which means I've done it. These I can't select. This is the only one that isn't blacked out. It's like kind of a faint green. And the thing is, there's only one thing I can think of, which is, right at the beginning, I think we ran into Ayame, or Ayane, whatever her name is. But she ran away from us. It might be that I have to do something to stop her from running away from us. But that would also mean restarting it. But I mean, I have all the other progress, alright? So, like, even restarting it, it's not like this is gonna go away, or this is gonna go, and these all aren't gonna be affected. I've already escaped the room, I've already met up with them here. Restarting this isn't gonna magically undo a bunch of shit. Let me just do another quick lap, and then I'll try restarting it and seeing if I can interact with Ayame again. Because that's the only thing I can think of at this point. Unless you got something to add in this park, boyo. Yeah, see. Maybe everyone's relaxing peacefully in the park. Hard to imagine. Yeah. Her plans for the rare resurrection may be achievable through this last resort. Does that mean she's giving up on her plan to steal a curse stone? Richter? Well, this is new. I guess I had to talk to him. Okay. You know, I have one as well. A last resort. Oh. You do? Ah. Even if we don't steal another curse stone, I already have my own. If it becomes necessary, I'm prepared to use it. So you think it might be possible that she has one of her own too, but that she despises the idea of using it to kill others, so instead she means to steal a curse stone with soul dregs already in it. Doesn't contradict anything we know. She lives nearby, which means she might have the Taiko of Tsugaru curse stone. We still don't know much about that one. Richter, that last resort Ayame spoke of, it could be our chance. We could use her. I hear you loud and clear. Ooh, don't know if I like that. That seemed pretty sinister. I feel oddly irritated around that girl. She puts on innocent front, but she seems to be hiding something. Boy, you don't fucking say. Alright, well that was new. Anything else I've missed? Like the candy shop. I wanted to get him to... oh, I can look at him. Hold on. Ah, there he is. Ah! He's like, come on! He didn't win the lottery. He won one. I think I'm only allowed to win one. I assume I'm only allowed to win one. Anyway. Yeah, the candy store is more for fun than anything else. The bridge again? I feel like we already found everything with the bridge. Your Far Cry game could work in Japan. Maybe. Far Cry's big into guns and open area sandboxes. Not a lot of either of those in Japan. The setting would be weird. If it did like a spoof sort of Neo-Japan thing, like Blood Dragon, but like they call it, I don't know, Techno Samurai or something like that, and everything's lasers, maybe. Curse Bear might be working. I'll go check the surroundings. Didn't find anyone who looked the part, I see. Or the UK? I mean, isn't the UK Far Cry just Watch Dogs at this point? Watch Dogs Legion? I don't know if something happened around here, but something might have changed in the area. Yeah, we know, the factory. I'd assumed we already... Okay. Talk with you. Beckoning light. Changed. Residence? Talked to him already. Yeah, I don't know what they want from me. This would be easier if we had Gumshoe. Well, I just don't know what they want me to do. I don't know what the flag I need to check is at this point. Again, the only thing I can think of is completely restarting this episode and seeing if I can do something different with Ayame. Because, like, they give me the option to restart, but... Oh, with the... Okay. Something happened. Having learned the location of Nejima's hideout from Michio, Tsutsumi and Ario request backup from HQ for Nejima's arrest as their manhunt picks up speed. Hey, we did it. That's... Be like the music and keep it funky. Don't worry about it. Officers have discovered the residence of paroled offender Fujima Najima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped residence prior to the officer's arrival and was now at large in Samediya City. Damn it, officers! The suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refuge indoors. Furthermore, suspects are believed to possess weapons capable of causing large-scale casualties. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in their pursuit, remaining vigilant for signs of explosives and poison gas. We're back at the gardens. The beech tree, where it all began. For us, anyway. Sorry, boss, to track down Najima's safe house, but he legged it just before we got there. Not your fault, we should have known he'd be on the lookout for us. We got officers all over town, it's only a matter of time before we bag him. Any bird stickers? Gotta be on the ground if there are any. Be weird to have them like... I was gonna say, be weird to have them in the sky. Number 9. No, it's owl. Oh, you card. Anyway. So, boss, what are we doing here anyway? I figured Najima might show up. Calling a hunch, but he used this place as a hideout 20 years ago. Fair enough. Will he even remember it after so long? Remember that mugshot Najima was circulated? I think that was from when we got him on parole. But except for a few wrinkles, it looks just like he did 20 years ago. No idea how he kept up the weight on a prison diet. That's a stroke of luck, though, isn't it? It means he's easy to spot. There's something bothering me about that. We got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing. Which makes me wonder, what if we're looking for the wrong face? You mean he's slimmed down? He's only been half a year since he made parole. Could have lost that much weight in just 6 months. It must look different enough that no one recognized when we started working at Komagata High. Good point, but that means the photo we've got is useless. I know we didn't see anyone when we looked around before, but maybe we should check again. Don't bother, it's only been a few minutes. It'll take a second to sit. Aye, boss, break time it is. I guess I can check the surroundings, because I don't see anyone lurking in bushes or anything. Up in the trees. Crossing the bridge. The rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We're wearing ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and get your breath. Huh? What? I think I hear someone coming from the bushes over there. You sure it ain't the wind? Hello, anybody there? Oh, look who it is. Well, I'll be damned. Hey, you, let me ask you something. How can I help you two fine gents? Well. I know you, I could swear I've seen you somewhere before. Afraid you ain't gonna charm anyone with that tired old line, sir. Not even this old-timer. Bang hard to get, eh? My mistake. Anyway, what's your business here? Just enjoying a moment myself since I got a day off. I like it here. It's peaceful. Looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions? Sounds like a lucky man to have a strapping gent like yourself after him. This one's business, not pleasure. I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars. This stupid, smelly son of a bitch. You can say that again, boss. Put so many hours, even his wife and kids left him. Enough, Ario. You'll set him off. Sorry to hear that, but if you glared at them like that all day, I can't say I blame him. Ha! That's it. The guy I'm after used to laugh just like that. You sure you haven't seen him? Oh, no, sir. Don't know anyone like that, sir. With a like that, he must be bad to the bone. He's a nasty piece of work, all right, but maybe he can still do the right thing. You'd like to think so, eh? Ariel, call for backup. You mean that's him? Just shoot him. Crap, he's running away. Wait! You go after him, or I'll go after him, you get backup. Opposite of what I just said. Okay, I'm on it. Well, shit. From HQ to all bureaus, Suspect been sighted in the former Yasuda Gardens and is fleeing towards Komagata Bridge. Ario, go the long way around. We'll trap him on the bridge. He's gonna fucking do a jumper. He's gonna do a Peter Pan like in Fugitive starring Harrison Ford. Give it up, Nejima. You're surrounded. There's no way out. Hey now, you really gonna pull that thing on poor old me? When did the boys in blue get so trigger happy? Around unarmed civilians. Top 3 favorite games and why? Okage. It has one of the best stories ever that I've overanalyzed to death, and it's underrated as all hell, so I defend it with my life. Tetris and Meat and Fuck Kingdom. I shouldn't have to explain those last two. When do the boys in blue get so trigger happy? Unarm my ass. We know the curse you're packing, what the curse you're packing of is capable. But we also know you can't do shit in daylight, so give it up and come quietly. Can't do shit in daylight? What do you think I am, some third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician. No way. Can do black magic. Can black magic really do that? Like hell it can. He's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic is from the West, and these curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. That's a good point. Besides, if he could use curses while the sun was up, he wouldn't have given us till dusk. Ooh, nice of you to take me at my word on that. Now that EY's out of the picture, I'm shit out of options. Good to know. Sounds like it won't take much to get you to give up. Careful now, I might just be desperate enough to try something. And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot. Bit of a wild card, huh? Oh, wait, hold on. Are there bird stickers around? I gotta check real quick. Nobody move. Nobody do anything. Let's see. I'm not seeing any bird stickers, guys. So, I think we're good. Continue this, I don't really even see how it's a showdown. He is just standing there. Put the cuffs on him. Sonogore Folden, best party in RPG. Yakuza 5, screw the haters. You like Shinada and Bowser's Inside Story, best writing in a game ever. Huh. I don't think I've ever disagreed more. Clearly Okage is the best party in RPG. Okage has the best writing in a game ever. And Yakuza 0 is clearly superior. My top 3 favorite games are probably Okage, Dark Souls, and Ratchet & Clank. The one from 2002. Ratchet & Clank, because I have a bunch of nostalgia for it. Played it a lot as a kid, and it's just, I think it holds up very well. And a lot of people say Ratchet's a jerk and they don't like the game because they're giant, soft crybabies who don't understand how a character arc development works. One day you're going to suggest Yakuza 5? No. Well, I might be willing to play it, but, you know, I'm definitely not getting every achievement in that game. It takes like 200 fucking hours, and I don't like it that much. 0, I like that much. Dark Souls is just such a phenomenal game, and shaped games for years to come and continues to shape them to this day. Others in From Software's library are probably better or just as good, but Dark Souls 1 holds a very special place in my heart. If you want to talk, I'll talk, but first you gotta put that thing away. Can't think straight with a gun in my face. No! Not a chance. You got something to say, then say it. Buddy's hands are shaking. If he squeezes the trigger, I'm done for. Well, you better talk quick. Makes things more exciting, don't you think? You two have lost your fucking minds. Is he really not gonna let me? Oh, okay. Tell us about your curse. You have a curse stone of the one-sided reed? Of course I do. Take a look. Yeah. That's it, alright. Whoops, better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it. Let's find out about the curse stones. They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they? That puffed-up teacher Arashi couldn't shut up about him. He's desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed. Oh, they do work in the same building, so... This will explain how you learn so much so fast. Curses and black magic ain't as different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, 2 ways of harnessing paranormal powers. You're sure there isn't more to it? All that matters is whether the power is the real deal. Disco Elysium, true. That's probably top 10. It's plain weird in many ways. Also, it's just a phenomenal experience. In terms of world building and, like, character, there's never been another game where it's just, hey, build the character based on what he learns about the world around him. You can kind of do whatever you want. Also, solve a murder. Fucking wild. Danganronpa, alright. The mysteries are kind of fun and clever, but they are visual novels, and I'm kind of whatever on those. And No More Heroes, any of them? Oh, yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think No More Heroes 2 is probably my favorite. 1 needed some polish. 2's pretty straightforward. There's a couple things I don't like in it, but it's mostly good. 3, the writing's a bit silly. It's getting to the point in 3 with the writing where it's like, all right, we're having a little too much fun here. It's getting a little bit too Suda 5-1. I like a nice sort of out there Suda 5-1, not a completely out there Suda 5-1. This curse is very real, as you well know. Joke's on you, Majima. Don't you know the one-sided read is fake, dropped in with the rest? That's a hell of a bluff. I'll give it a rest. I tested it myself. Use the thing on people? Son of a bitch. When something this special falls in your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. People fucking funerals. I just cut off heads. Yes, well. Yes, well. I'm good at covering my tracks. Good enough not to get caught, at least. I mean, yes, you're back to your old tricks, attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night. Ah, so you know about that, huh? One of the brats put up a fight. Bought enough time for the other one to get away, so went ahead and called it quits. Sounds like your curse is a real pain to set off. Nah, I had that sorted way beforehand, but she pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. I would have gotten the little bitch eventually, I just didn't have time. Way beforehand, huh? Interesting. If you think puzzling out my curse is going to help you, don't bother. Why not? You won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll let you in on a secret. I could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to. A few hundred? Yeah, now you're getting it. I'd kill any one of them at any time. Then I guess we've got ourselves a situation. Tell me your curse can kill people you can't even see. Seems a bit unfair. If you really can do that, why even bother showing up in person last night? I wanted to make sure the curse worked, and I figured I needed to clean up after. I mean, I feel like we could just shoot him at this point, Ario. Okay, tell me about your threat. That massacre you told me about on the phone. Did you mean it? Every word. Don't worry, soon you'll have a case of a lifetime. And how are you gonna pull it off? Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. I give you one thing for free. I never had to wait till sundown. I just wanted to make sure you'd really hate me for this. Pretty sure I hate you plenty already. That ain't shit. I need more hatred out of you. More, more, more! Needy son of a bitch, ain't you? Oh, I'm not done. Just wait till you see what I've got in store of what you really care about. You should be quaking in your fucking boots. That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about without your sorry ass getting in her hair. Nah, that's more like it. That's the face I want to see. Yeah, it's stuff. He's getting off on this. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. I'm a man of my word. You're about to find out. You seriously got your curse locked onto several hundred people. It's a hell of a curse stone you're packing. Things sure ain't made equal. And of course you got a nasty one. The nasty one of all the shitty luck. I'm told I pulled a good one. Told by who? Whoops, said too much. I knew it. Someone fed all this to you. I don't know what you're talking about. I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well. Bit redundant. What do we want to bet Ayame is the one that fed all this to him? She knows all about it somehow. Or Ayane. Ayame? Whatever her name is. What's it been, Najima? 20 years you've been studying black magic? Now you're just giving it all up for Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater. Hey, now black magic screwed me over first. Can't blame a man for going out with a girl who can meet his needs. Screwed you over how? Because your resurrection ritual didn't work? That was the real point of the murders, wasn't it? Must have been rough putting in all that work for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you were really after. You were trying again with the rite of resurrection, taking a chance to spit in my eye while you were doing it. Tell me, Nejima, who is it you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who is it you spent 20 years chasing? It's the mother of that baby, isn't it? You had a partner. And though you never put a ring on her, the two of you had a kid. But then she died. Maybe she got sick. Maybe she got into an accident. By the way, she left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Nejima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? I've seen for myself just how many folks are pinning their hopes on the rite of resurrection. And can tell you this, it ain't natural and it ain't gonna lead to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to help you deal with the pain, then... I mean... Yeah, come on, what you think was gonna happen? God, you're so fucking stupid. Huh? Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing. Wow. Damn, for a second there, I really thought you were gonna talk him down, boss. Listen up, chump. Oh, wow. Hard C on that. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago. What really happened? You got it half right. I did have a loving girl back once, sweet as could be. She knows what she went by, though I couldn't tell you if that was her real name. Don't know where she came from either. She traveled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. Sure seemed like one to me. Then she got sick, just like that, she was gone. My guess is it was all the pollution. I never knew for sure, couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Until I found this grimoire in an old bookstore. Wasn't that convenient? A grimoire, eh? I told of a resurrection ritual, black magic that could bring Shino back, so I was right. Not exactly, see? Who said the ritual didn't work? You said yourself, black magic screwed you over. Oh, it screwed me, alright. But it worked just fine. What's that supposed to mean? The ritual doesn't bring back the person as they were when they died. It's more like reincarnation, rebirth. The kid was your sweetheart? Oh. Ew. That means if my theory's right, Ayano is his girlfriend, brought back from the dead. 20 years after the fact at this point. Rebirth? Wait. Oh no. Oh hell no. You mean that baby? Damn right. Resurrection ritual brought Shino back to me as a fucking baby. You gotta be kidding me. You telling me that wasn't her kid? That was her in the flesh? That's kind of gross, yeah. The hell I am. The little brat was not my Shino. Her mind was gone. Well, she was a baby. She was totally helpless. Again, baby. She didn't even know who I was. Baby. Alright? Literal infant. Her warm arms, her gentle voice, gone. There wasn't a damn thing left of her. The hell did you expect? She was a baby. If you really cared about her, you'd have grown some balls and acted like a father. Also, maybe not try to black magic resurrection ritual in the first place. Fuck that. I snatched sacrifices off the street for her, chopped them into pieces for her. That's what I get? A screaming little bundle of shit and piss? That wasn't my Shino. Give me back her softness. Give me her warmth. Give her back to me. So you just left the baby to die. I knew you were scum, but you're really the lowest of the low. Look me in the eye and tell me that if your wife turned into a baby, you'd love her just the same. The same? No, she's a baby. But I wouldn't just leave her to die. There's a line there. I could do that when I couldn't be sure it was really her. Yeah, I get it. I get that your human garbage doesn't care about anyone but himself. So you're going after the Rite of Resurrection in the hopes you'll get luckier this time. Luck doesn't get into it. The rite really works. There's proof. He would not love his wife if she turned into a worm. What, me? No, not at all. Not this guy either. Fuck that. You turned into a worm? No. Absolutely not. Best not be turned into worms. I expect the same. If I turn into a worm, curb me. Let Pen eat me. I don't care. What happens if you get the same result? If your Shino comes back as a baby again? Ah! Shut up! Don't you put that lie into my head. It'll work this time. It has to. You really are operating under the assumption this time it will work. Fuck. I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. Now what you're talking about. Ah, for God's sakes. Jima, you get what you deserve for dealing in black magic and curses. They always come with a twist or caveat. Yeah, it's always a monkey's paw, you know? As Taliesin Jaffe said, big print giveth, small print taketh away. That is a great one. That's a great one. That accurately sums up pretty much all curses in magic. Doesn't matter. I'm through with black magic. Is that why you gave your grimoire to Iwai? I figured he could use it. Put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff. Fine then, keep your mouth shut. But I want to know I do know one thing. All that being able to use your curse, all that about being able to use your curse during the day, it's bullshit. Just a bluff. Oh, is that what you think? Your back's to the wall and you still haven't used it. Really could pull it out the plug at any time, you'd have done it by now. That's a Tatsumi, I know. Fine, I admit it, it's exactly like you said. If I could have used my curse, I would have. So I did! Huh? There should be a few new corpses around the city right about now. Sure you should point guns at me when people are dying across the city? I mean, yeah, it sounds like we should. Wow, when did you? There we go. Get someone to check that out. Don't take your eyes off Najima. Aye, boss. I need someone over here. Oh, look who it is. Look who's in the back. I'd recognize that fucking top anywhere. That's right, get to earning that paycheck. If you don't see him soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. However will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. There's blood. That's blood on your hands. No, it's not. Just shoot him. Why haven't we shot him yet? Just fucking shoot him. At some point during Campaign 3, I'm behind on Campaign 3. Applies really well to a lot of stuff, including black magic and curses. Damn Scipia does. Bullshit, you're bluffing. Think what you like, you'll see soon enough. Alrighty then, huh? I should have turned around when I had the chance there. Ah! I'll slit your throat, you little shit. What happened? Stay back, I'll shoot. Wait, don't actually shoot, you idiot. Why not? Shoot him. You're behind on 3 as well, but it is what it is, yeah. He jumped! I told you, pulled a Peter Pan. Damn it, after him, don't let him get away! Wouldn't it be really funny if he got eaten by a shark during that? Seems unlikely, but it would be very funny if just, like, he jumped and was eaten by a shark. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect evaded officers at Komagata Bridge and fled. Currently remains at large. Time which he threatened to carry out his attack is approaching. There were so many cops at that bridge. How did they miss a guy in the river? In response, we'll call in reinforcements and widen the search parameter beyond the immediate Sumida River area. Boss. Should have at least shot him in the leg. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire. And now, if I told you already it's on me, I should have told you to lower your weapon. No! Thinking that chasing him to a river would corner him was also a miscalculation. Sure, it's possible that right now, he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river. Somehow I doubt things would be that easy. Think he really can kill hundreds of people? Who knows, him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. Yeah, duh. Hard to believe he can kill hundreds at once, even with a curse stone. He can't use it during the day, and he's like, you're right, I can't. I already did! Everything he said is a lie. All we can do is pray he was lying. Am I really gonna get a bad ending because I didn't have him lower the gun? It was only later discovered. Kill by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, location are all known by the curse bearer. Huh, so he really needs to know everything about the guy. Face, address, name, age, occupation, and location. So, like, how specific a location? Could he just say Earth? Could he say Japan? Like, if I hop on a flight and don't tell anyone where I'm going, am I safe no matter what else he knows about me? Like, that's... You really need to know the guy. My name is Walter White. And so at sunset that day... Oh... He had access to school records. Right, they did say he went out of the way to learn, like, all the students, right? Of the 632 students enrolled at Komagata High School, 377 who were home alone. Each had one arm and one leg severed. One by one, the order they appeared in the school register, and they bled to death while screaming in agony. Yeah, well, if you have access to a school register, having no known cause, the atrocity terrified the public, resulting in widespread panic. Before long, fear, speculation plunged society into chaos, and misinformation about the curse began to spread. Series of unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium beyond all control. While I was uncertain whether Najima intended things to go this far, Tsutsumi's daughter... Oh wow, they just tell you who his daughter is. That is his daughter! Ayame Tono was also killed by the curse shortly after. Wow, you knew her age and location and occupation and all that? Add 332 kids to the kill count. And yeah, it just confirmed who his daughter was. Spoilers! Unable to bear the responsibility of people's blame, quit the police force and fled from public eye. At the very least, Najima's goal of driving him to ruin could not have been more thoroughly achieved. I just told him to keep the gun trained on a lunatic! This seems harsh! Thus was his rapacious satisfaction the curtains close. Just because I didn't have him lower a gun? Well, fuck. Tono's the weird chick who's an accomplice to murder. Yeah, she is. Skip this bullshit. This is the bad ending. Yeah, one of them. When Jima went on to use his enormous hoard of soul dregs for remains unclear. I mean, but he told us what he was planning to do. According to later reports, Jima devoted himself to his master, a woman called Lady Ashino. Do we know who that is? Ashino. Ashino. It's from Rashi. Ashino. Huh. I know who that is. Well, yeah, the achievement is reach Ashiyama's bad ending. Again, because he just fucking didn't put his gun down. Gardens, bridge. Gotta be the bridge, right? Poor old me. We'll skip through the dialogue until it gets new. Yeah, they're gathering. Anyone behind me? No? Okay. We should have just shot him, is my fucking argument. Put the gun away. Yeah, just shoot him. Just fucking kill him. Why not just fucking kill him? At least shoot him in the leg. I gotta go through all this again. I don't agree with that being the... Well, obviously it was the bad ending, but... Certainly don't agree with how that came about. Oh, yeah, he jumped in the river and he couldn't find him. Really? Really? We couldn't find him. It's one guy in a river with a bunch of cops and witnesses on the bridge. It's a big river. He'd be swimming. Best shoot first, ask questions later. In situations like this. How many situations like this are there, Ark, where a former serial killer is threatening to kill hundreds of people using the power of magic and you have a gun trained on him? Because if the answer is more than 3, you lead a very interesting life. Sad music as he remembers the girl he loved and fucking all that jazz, and then he's like, wrong! Classic meme from Superman, right? Lex Luthor, he's like, say the thing. It's like, you're insane. No, not that. The other thing. Superman will, wrong! Classic meme. Brought myself back in time about 20 years with that one. I think that was like even before This Is Sparta. Because like Superman Returns or whatever that movie was. That was like 2005? Boy, isn't it crazy how they gave up on that immediately and are like, Man of Steel! Yeah, that was like 2005, so that was very early in meme culture. When a lunatic is threatening violence and can't be easily talked down, shoot first, ask questions later. Well, how would you know he can't be easily talked down if you don't ask the questions first? Ever think of that? Ever fucking put that in your pipe and smoke it? No one behind me. Ah, surroundings again. My bad. Gotta go through all of them and get the check marks. Then once she's behind me, I gotta turn around and look. No. She's not there this time. So I did! Oh, there she is now. Ah! What the? Yame Tono. First plotting revenge for 20 years and this unhinged lunatic. How easy do you reckon it is to talk him down for revenge? You know what? You make a point. Back up, back up, back up. The hell is she doing here? Crap, our eyes just met. It's bad, real bad. Why'd you have to pick now of all times? This is his daughter. I really thought it would be the other girl. Well, there is no other girl, is there? I mean, Yoko exists, but the other option was that the baby... I guess that still could be, because they said they saved the kid. The baby they found with him that was actually the reincarnation of his old lover could be Yoko, I guess? But Ayane is this guy's daughter. Which... Yo, your kid's weird. I'm not gonna lie, your kid's kind of weird. This is bad, real bad. Why'd you have to pick now of all times? Get out of here, damn it. Book before he sees you. I need to ask her about Namigaki. Shit. Boss, what are you doing? Looking all over the place. Focus. Ah. Damn it. Fuck, he's fast. Ayame, get away. Ah. Ayame, I've been looking for you for a very long time. Dad? Don't you dare, you bastard. Get away from her. Get over here. Ah. Where the hell were you in that, Aereo? Stay right where you are, she dies. Get back here. Make me. See you around, dumb fucks. Wow. Piece of shit took Ayane hostage and ran off with her. After him, we can't let him get away. At this point, I think she's beyond weird. She is a bit odd. Suspect evaded capture at the bridge, remains at large. He's currently on the run with one female hostage. I'm guessing he stole a car. I gotta say, boss, we really screwed this one up. Yeah, we did. My fault. All we can do is hope he doesn't slip us. Slip the net. We know his identity now. He can't run forever. Keep your chin up. I'm sure the hostages will be alright. I hope so. Can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that? Yeah. We're trying to get a hold of her since this morning. She shows up here? Who would have thought? What a twist of fate. Yeah, a bit too twist for my liking. I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making sense. This means she was the one with the car with Namigaki? Nah, we don't know that yet. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions. You sound tired. The standoff must have really done a number on you. Come on, let's treat ourselves to some Mitsumane. That'll put you a spring in your step. Yeah, that sounds good. Sugar might be what I need to get my brain working. Hold on. Sounds like Patrol just got a message. I'll go check. Sure thing. Please be good news. Please be good news. Good news! They found Ujima. Oh, well, that is good news. No shit! What about the hostage? I don't know. I just said to come quick. This is another bad ending because I was supposed to have the gun out, then notice my daughter. I'm gonna be very annoyed. God almighty. Huh. So, daughter's a curse bearer. I think that's safe to say. Can't run forever. Dude's been saying he's killed hundreds by evening. Better catch him. You know what, Arg? I think it's all good. Guess we'll find out when we get there. Also known as Makoto Ashimiya, excuse me. Was discovered in the former gardens, beaten to death. The body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma. Case is being treated as a homicide. That's a lot of hits. Those are some faces. The deceased possessions have not been recovered and appear to have been taken post-mortem. Location of the deceased female hostage remains unclear. Please continue to pursue her as a person of interest. He got beaten to death by 110 fists. Good for him. All right, well, our meeting with the soap guys. Oh, that was all the squad cars, I guess. Well, Najima's dead. That's a twist I didn't see coming. I gotta be honest with you. Haru and Richter rescue Shozawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Yumioka. Yet they fail to gain any particularly useful information about curse bearers, and they decide to return to Haru's home when... Last resort. So I'm going to text my dad in case it's time sensitive. Let him know I do in fact like cider, if you can believe it. More than beer. The mother of the bride assures me I should provide lots and lots of cider. Cider? Cider! He said it 3 times. Cider, I barely know her. Honestly, I prefer cider to beer. But also, I prefer rum. So, do what you want with that. If beer, though... fuck, how do you spell Yingling? It's my preferred beer. I think it's like that. Nice dark ale. Received an update in the hostage situation. It's actually been a minute since I've had a Yingling. Kind of craving one now. Damn, maybe he's right. Maybe I do like beer. The 56-year-old male suspect was announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today. 56. You know, honestly, for 56, he looked pretty good. Had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in the park after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for it continues. They should report he was beaten to death, and the female hostage is nowhere to be seen. We're pretty sure she's a hero. So, celebrate for her. Interesting. Never get your father's humor at times. The way he speaks confuses you as well. Hey, listen. I lived with him. I'm used to it. But, yeah, no, he's definitely an alcohol connoisseur. And I guess he doesn't think very highly of cider. Interesting. I never knew. He's definitely... I never really knew him to be a beer guy. He was always, you know, a wine snob, if you will. But, it's being reported on the news, then that leads credence to her story. Is there a new sticker? There's an old sticker. Fuck, Jesus. Oh, right. We brought you here. For safety. Right, I forgot about that conversation. Sorry, I just turned around and it's like, woman! So, you know. I started looking at him. Bam, woman. Wasn't ready for it. I should ask her about her side of the story. Oh, my dad responded. Hold on. Cider is crack cocaine of your generation. That's not what I said. I thought crack cocaine was the crack cocaine of your generation. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave him with that. Sure, why not? Ahem. You ask about her side of the story. Hello. Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Najima with your own curse stone. Well, you said you'd give me a refuge, so I came to take you up on the offer. What are you planning? Me? Just clicked, but us bringing her here happened after she went all barbarian on Nijima. I'm pretty sure her curse stone let her do that. I don't think she just fucking started throwing hands and beat this grown-ass man to death, alright? I think her curse stone did it. But, yeah, according to the timeline, this happened after the hostage situation. Then they found him dead at the base of a tree. Well, obviously, I'm on my last resort. So tell us about that last resort. You're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko of Tsugaru. It was a drum beat, I think, so I guess it makes sense if somebody's beaten. Why go after all the other people's curse stones? Killing people's bad, you know? Don't you think so too? Yes, I do think... You know what? I do... Well, it depends, I guess, but, you know... Nejima? Yeah, kill him! Anyone else in this game? I don't really have that strong of opinion on murdering them. You're right, it's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. That's true. I agree with that. Right? And it's not even for one, so it's hardly a fair... One for one, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul drakes gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. Well, someone did. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse stone, someone did. In pursuit of their own goals, they had to take matters in their own hands. Of course it was curse stone. Doubtful she could beat a Season 0 killer like Nijima to death like that by herself. True. I heard Namagaki, the young man you were with, used his curse stone too. How do you know that? Creepy much? Are you stalking me? I may have heard it from a detective I know. There it is. Cops. Bet you know a bunch. I mean, he's an ex-cop, so yeah. I know your type. People who boast just because they know a couple cops. He's an ex-cop! But police is filled with nothing but scum. I mean, I tend to agree, but, you know, in this fictional world, I like these guys. Ario and, Tsuchimichi? Tsutsumichi? Something like that. Tsuchimi? Mai seemed to hold quite a grudge against the Force. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? What? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Who, Richter? Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. No, thank you. Okay. She's rude like hell. Introductions. So what we're talking about again? Alright, Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He's such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to use his curse. You're not a good person. Even then, he was pissing his pants. I just want to take my eyes off him. He hands over his curse to someone. Honestly, he's such a disappointment. Ex-cop, active PI, probably knows more than a few cops. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Yeah. Yes, I'm a private investigator. No, I've never met a cop in my life. So you're not very good at your job, then. So then what happened? Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I want it done right, you know? That's what my last resort is, collecting soul dregs on my own. I don't like you. You seem really kinda mean. Like, you have no regard for human life because as long as you're not the one killing them? You seem kinda like a bitch, if I'm being honest with you. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk to strangers. Is it? And you're okay with telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. I'm Haru Shigima, and this is my house. My father and husband are both cops. Is that so? Then you know the cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Oh, well, then I'm glad. And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Ha! Introduced myself anyway. Personality could use improvement. Yeah, I don't know what... I feel like... It's weird. I'm not meant to dislike her, I almost feel, but I do. But also she's written to be kind of a jerk. Did I ask? Yeah, like, see? But you're an investigator, so your job is to sneak around and follow people and pry into their secrets. Oh, is that why you kept probing with all these questions? Ew. Yeah, like, she's also egging the rich kid on to kill people, because, like, she doesn't care as long as she's not the one killing people. She's like, I would never kill somebody. I'll egg other people on and then steal their things so I can resurrect an artist who lived a full, rich life anyway. But I would never kill myself, you understand. I'm a good person. It's like, I think you're kind of a bitch, actually. There's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me. Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? Because he's good at his job. He's one of the most competent people in this story. And honestly, that's saying something. There's a lot of competent people here. I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just he keeps looking this way. He also might have a little bit of a crush on us, playing the, you know, the mom here. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father, not in name or deed. I mean, in blood he is. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties, even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today, and still refused to help me. You didn't talk to him? You met him today? Yes, today. Remember Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Nejima? Well, that's my dad. What? You're his daughter. Former daughter. I've cut ties. What happened that made you cut ties? I mean, he explained he wasn't around much, but he's trying at least, and he seems like an okay guy. Look, it's your business if you don't want to reconnect with him, I guess, but you're saying he's acting all high and mighty about it. I don't think he is, and I think you are. I feel the same way. It seems like she's supposed to be likable. She doesn't. It really doesn't at this point. She's better than Nejima, alright? She's not murdering school children actively and then abandoning children, alright? Calm down. There's such thing as a former daughter. I mean, you can legally segregate from your family. He's never acted like father, so he doesn't deserve the title. I mean, that's fair. I'm not one to say that you should give him a chance. It's your business, but you bear more resentment to him than I think is warranted. Resentment, sure. This seems excessive. I know I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently, he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tsutsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter. Wait, really? And I heard the police have been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. Ya bitch. That explains why the police are staking out your place, too. How could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Ya coulda asked. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean Nejima was specifically after my life today? Yes. And you're alive. Well, well, I suppose you're alive because you killed Nejima, but sounds about right. Good thing you got out unscathed. Or rather managed to turn the tables on him. That means legally speaking, it was self-defense. Yeah, duh. You were taken hostage. But that truly was quite frightening. To think I have to go through this just for being related to a cop. I disagree. It's a disgrace. That's a way to look at it, I guess. Truly is, to cause their own child such trouble. It's not fucking Tsutsumi's fault! Fucking guilty by association over here. I'm sorry. That's okay, you're not the one that needs to apologize. Boy, your dad sounds like he wants to, but you won't give him the time of day. Just remember what happened to my son. Son, what happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. How awful. It's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing an incident like that last year. Must have been your son. My condolences. Hasn't killed school kids so far and such, but Tree's acting wouldn't surprise me if she did. She definitely looted the corpse of one. I can still do introductions. Now I think about it, although we've met a few times, I didn't even know your name. I guess it was more like we're acquaintances now. Okay. So, when you've been taken hostage by Nejima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway. Well, yeah. I really didn't have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again, your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but... Oh, yeah, actually, how did you get away with that? It was 6 p.m., so I guess evening now. I tried using the curse just now, and yep, seems like I activated it. Wait, what? You're using it now? Might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I get it to work once more. Oh. That's so. Sure is. So I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful. It started. What started? Her curse. Yeah. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. You're kind of a bad person. You know that? She activated her curse. The curse can be used already? Let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Man, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep talking to her? Oh boy. That's a lot of options. I'm gonna have a chat with Richter real quick. No, I won't stop. Besides, for you to get so shaken like that, as I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? What if it's activated by talking to her? What is the... Let me read the curse real quick. 7 mysteries. Tycho, okay. This is all they're giving me right now. Once a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Tsugaru built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. Okay. On his estate was an almost 8-meter-tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use the large drum that resided on top of the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers used a wooden block to sound the fire alarm, for some reason, the residents permitted the use of the drum. Residents said its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. Huh. Well, he was beaten to death, so the drum and the beating makes sense. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use a large drum. They're giving me a lot of chances. Like, I backed out and I assumed it would take me away, so I could have a word with Richter about this. It might be if you say anything to her, she can do it to you. Because, again, here we are. She's asking us a question. I have an option to do ellipses. Exact opposite, actually. Ah. Did this fill the conditions? Sure did. Time for a beatdown. Why'd you try to hide it now of all times? Wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer. So I need to be honest with her. That's annoying. Too bad she's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking her curse stone. Whoa. The haunting clappers needed a source of fire. That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have a reason to kill you. But I won't show mercy if you're going to try and capture me. You should probably shoot her. So what'll it be? The stone how the curse works is too risky to make a move. Your employer's dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? I can still do my duties as a citizen and report you. What a surprise! Then you decide you suddenly choose the side of righteousness. It's after the same thing. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave. Richter even have a gun? Well, he's a private citizen, so I don't think he's allowed to have a gun in Japan. It be that way. God, I'm getting every bad ending. Yeah. Long time, larger amount, killed a bunch of people. Don't really care. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I would do want to read this, because it might tell me what her thing is. Obtain more than enough soul dregs. Really? However, it turned out resurrecting someone who died a long time ago was a large amount. She needed to harvest more, so waited for the sunset, feast of shadows. Use the one-sided reed stone she stole in Ooh. Starting with those that mattered to her the least. Oh boy. Kills by... Yeah, I know. We know that. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of female university student. One noteworthy victim was her dad. Very cool. You're not a good person. Through the investigative efforts of Ray, allowed her to evade capture. After which acquired various addresses, registers, occupations, phone books, and systematically killed people listed in them. She needed to know their... No, whatever. Unsuspecting victims could feel safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. Strange deaths took society. Okay, you know what? She's as bad as Najima. But all things must come to an end, and so in time the killing stopped. Sometime after the killings, modern-day genius female ukiyo-e artist burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly. She presented incredible work after incredible work. Praised by modern reincarnations of that guy, she quickly made her own mark in history. Ending 4. Hey, I got 1, 2, and 4. You guys proud of me? I missed one of the bad endings. Maybe. Anyway. Activate a curse. Let my guard down. Please calm down. Okay, yeah, so... How about... You got a light on you. Don't start coming back to that. How about we talk about why you're so shaken? You have a curse stone too. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night. It was a little too obvious. Judging by your actions, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers. Yes, that's right. It's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing Cursebearer, you know. I'm well aware. Did you get the soul dregs when you killed Najima? Of course, his curse stone already contains some dregs as well. I think killing one more Cursebearer will be enough for the right. You can combine soul dregs across several stones. Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you get them from. I see. Then you wouldn't mind if I took them, right? I'd rather the mom had them at this point. My lady. Because, like, at the very least, A, she hasn't killed anyone yet. B, she's only a little crazy. And C, her son died. Like, the person she wants to bring back is her son. That's more noble than this girl and some artist. Also, D, her son died a year ago, so you don't need a lot of souls to bring him back, unlike the guy she wants to bring back. You're quite motivated, aren't you, ma'am? I really want to, like, see if she's got a light on her. Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want. I'm okay, I don't see any ashtrays out on display. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? No one in the family does. A raid? From Slate? Oh my god! Slate's raiding and breaking all my stuff, I couldn't help but notice. Panda, it's been a minute. Guys, we're playing Paranormasight, a horror visual novel about mysterious curses that can kill people. It's a lot of fucking explanation there that you're just gonna have to bear with me on. It's what's happening. But no, thanks so much. How was, what was Slate playing? It was Stardew, right? Something about JoJo Mart in 1 year or something? Nobody in this family smokes. Stardew was so fun. Yeah, the 1.6 update. Then why'd you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well, I think I'm just gonna kill her. Let's just kill the bitch. Ah! Did you try and use a curse just now? Seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. Wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. Shit! Oh, Nathan, you're unbanned, by the way. That man has been unbanned probably more than anyone else in the entirety of Twitch. When did? You had a lighter? You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. Ah, it's a source of fire's condition your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. Okay. Everyone, we get it. Nathan, you're unbanned. One day someone's gonna ban that man. And then who will help him? We can still slap her? Yeah, just beat the crap out of her. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you need to do is activate your curse first. I brought everything Najima had on him, including his lighter that he was holding. Oh, because he smokes, right. It's over now. Yes, I concede. Well then. Tell me about Najima. Oh, there's your streak. Hell yeah, Jeppo. 80 streams. So wait, hold on. What if I just, like, story chart. Actually, no. Let me save first in case it borks my shit here. And then I can story chart. Yeah, tell me about your desire. What was your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect? Yeah, is that really your fucking goal here? Yes. Jesus Christ. She wants to resurrect him. It's weird how he's been unbanned so many times, given he's never been banned. It's true. One day he'll be banned. I promise you that. It will be a glorious day, and his banishment will last for 1 fucking second. Every single person in chat's gonna unban that man. There's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. When you're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life. By the way, this stream is also me mispronouncing Japanese names, so enjoy that. Not all life is equal. At least not to me. Yeah, we know. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone who can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young, it's the age for wild thoughts. But, aren't you the same as me? Excuse me. You're open to playing Hellblade. I played the first one, not on stream, but just like in my spare time, ages ago. I'd be willing to replay it, I guess. I've got a life more important than your own. You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my own life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? It's still you. It's actually still you. A mother saying that about her son, little weird, but like, I get it. You saying it about a 200-year-old artist who lived to age 90, you're a fucking lunatic. I'm a mother, it is what it is. That feeling of being a proper parent is something else. So why do you hate your dad so much? Your father, Chief Inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? Came off as a little stiff and awkward. That's a surprise. The second one's coming out soon, so I thought I'd request the first one, and then when it comes out, I'll be requesting the second one as well. Interesting game, from what I remember. Interesting concept. It has permadeath, which is a unique experience. But there was something charming about his seriousness. It seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. I don't think you know a thing about you. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may well be a stranger to me now. Even if you cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. We're not related at all. Was that now? Eh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out I wasn't related to them by blood. You were adopted. Oh, she is the girl that he found that day. You're torn between requesting Machinarium and Hellblade? I don't know what Machinarium is, so. Also, Kaida's rioting for some reason. No wonder she's so weird. Yeah. Well, I got curious and looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. Oh, is that all? My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. You seem to be doing fine. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it. Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So any baby would have been fine as long as it would have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting that in such a way. It's not easy to raise a child. Mother was bewildered, wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't yours? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. Two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for the rift to begin with. Shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. Knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. Still rely on him for tuition and allowance. But that much is normal for most kids. I don't think you can get to be like, I'm not his, there's nothing there, he's nothing to me. Yeah, he pays for my college and my lifestyle, but you know, other than that, yeah, no, I don't think you get it. Or sacrifice father just because he's doing the minimum. I'm just gonna kill you. Man, please, think this through. Yeah, no, I thought it through. I don't like her. For so many reasons. One is that in a certain reality, she killed like 300 people. Also, the button was right there. I had to click it at least once. Ma'am, why? What do you mean, why? It was the only way. Like, have you met her? Any outstanding tabs now? Yeah, sure. Oh, he's cool with it, at least. Some days later... Oh, is this another ending? God damn it. I don't want it to be another ending. I want that to be canon. Amamori, you got a moment. Amamori? Of course, what is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Am I gonna have to talk my differences out with her? Ugh. Her legendary mother prayed at the river and resurrected her dead child. What do you want about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in the rivers, so they built a mound to continue to pray there until... Her son somehow emerged from the mound back from the dead, or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play, too. Interesting. And? Well, it just had me thinking legends really do exist. Sorry to ask this again, but... What are you on about? Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Alright, well then. A bad ending, I guess. But I mean, the option was right there. Obviously, I had to pick it. Never mind, that's what it is. Welcome to my office! It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on in, Ernestine. Say hello. Oh, he's got a bird, that's right. That boy over there, that must be... Kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked for your mother not long ago. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up? That's great! It's much better than being a police officer. Anamori, don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Clean your office. Why don't you bring us some tea instead? I guess Anamori's his secretary? Let's start over. Brings you to my humble office today. Haru's legacy. Lots of options here. Alright, here's it. Fine. I need to go through her desire once. I guess talk about her dad. Interesting puzzle game. It's like 2 streams. Completions take 6 hours. Is that the one that's kind of like an older art style and is like a robot with a bit of a wobbly head and a big eye? I remember playing that on a browser when I was a kid. Or at least a demo for it on a browser when I was a kid. And I was just like, wonder what ever happened with that game. And occasionally I kept seeing it pop up on like Steam and shit. I think it's on Xbox as well, so I could go for the achievements, assuming they're easy. This is where she drops the bomb, that she was the kid they adopted, and she's, you know, a terrible person. Who's like, my dad hates me and means nothing to me. He just pays for my lifestyle and my college and is constantly trying to reach out to me to apologize. What has he ever done for me? Also, her dad and her mom trying to repair their relationship disgusted her, by the way, so. Guess my presence was blamed for the rift to begin with. I don't see how that... Shouldn't say that. I know he's bad expressing himself in his way. Okay, that shouldn't be an excuse. Couldn't take it anymore. Had to live on my own. Tuition. Sorry to hear that. Sounds like it was tough for all of you. Sorry, you're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Not sure it was ever a browser game from a while back, 2009. But yes, sort of an old-timey art style, and the main character's a robot. Yeah. Like I said, I remember a demo for that on a browser when I was very young. Which is, I don't know. It was a very unique art style, so it stuck with me. I think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could be we're talking about it something to do with the activation conditions of the clappers. Who knows? Yes, indeed. I'll skip tobacco just in case. How'd you kill Najima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. It was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked, and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. Yo! Twitch.tv/Tokenlad. And I mean Slate to an extent. Men are trash. Slate gets it. That's... I agree. Yeah, see? Richter. Yo, same, right? You agree too? You get it. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Najima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee I won't do it myself. Yeah, we know. You're kind of evil. Picked up his cursed stone of the one-sided read. It really is something. You do it on Xbox. Might want to have a guide handy. A couple of the achievements are a pain in the ass to get. Maybe. Unfortunately, I can't use a cursed stone that's not mine until it's late at night. That's not yours. Oh, I see. Are you okay with telling me that? Ah, how silly of me. I let that slip, teehee. If that's your wish, what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of that. Might just keep on trying to bring him back some other way. You really are obsessed with that stupid fucking objective. You and Ihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her. I'm looking forward to such a failure. I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. It also sounds like when you do bring him back, you're going to have him do a bunch of work so that you can then steal it and become this famous artist. Because, and again, I mean this in the best possible way, you're the worst, Ayame. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Listen, Ayame, I have something to ask you. No, the answer's no. Cursed stone in your possession. I'm not giving it up. Slapping may not be the solution, but it's an option. It should be! You're right. We both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. Then neither am I. You know full well, right? There's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. I can't do anything else, so I guess I have to click on tobacco. You smoke a little. Oh yeah, we read this already. It's at this point she decides, oh, I'm gonna toss the lighter since she's being all specific about, you know, smoking specifically. I guess I have to try and use the curse? But, like, I fail? Didn't that... Wait, let me save the game. Didn't that cause me to fail last time, or... Bam! She doesn't have the lighter anymore. Game continues. Then I go, it's over, I concede. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. With the cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator to pin me down by force. Well, he's a grown man, and you're like 20. How old is Richter, anyway? Doesn't say. Oh, well. But he's a grown-ass man with police training. I don't think it's possible. I think it is a guarantee he could pin you down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he? I mean, I think that depends on how it goes. Won't take that risk not while your cursed conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? Why don't you bitch? You said it was your son, the one you wanted to bring back. But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared this much for him. What is your... Like, mid to late 30s? Yeah. This fucking girl. What the fuck is wrong in your head? I'm going to die to resurrect Hokusai, but... You can't say the same, right? Well, no, I'm not willing to die to resurrect Hokusai. If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? This fucking girl, yeah. In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son will grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. And you'd be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? Wow. If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing, this is not for your son. It's for you. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? You really like to hide behind, no, I'm bringing back this artist for the world's sake as your fucking excuse. You are no better, lady. Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to understand your own feelings. Help me every step of the way, getting the hard things is what an investigator does. Can't you see I love you, you fool? What will you do? Ma'am, if you relinquish your curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. Won't be a target anymore. Ayame is giving you a chance. Think hard and then give your answer. I mean, I feel like the obvious one is that's the correct one, right? Yeah, very well. Give up the stone. She's not gonna fucking use it on me. I don't have any fire. You made the right choice. Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? Yeah, no. I promised myself if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only needed to be carrying a flame? This seems pretty practical. Does it? How many people carry... I guess it's the 80s. I guess a lot of people might be carrying a lighter, right? Fucking 80s, am I right? Give me a chance to catch some hands. I'll be taking my leave then. Excuse me. No point in going after you for soul dreg, so I'm off to the next curse bear. Do you know who remains? Just because if you've already figured it out. I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. And what will you do? Do you plan to stop me? At the very least, you could warn them. It's not my place to intervene. You could warn the guy! Lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. Who are you calling? The cops think it'd be faster if I called them directly. Yeah, is she gonna try and kill her dad? Because, like, fuck that, dude. Like, actually fuck that. God, preparing for battle. And this is the last one, I assume? Alright. Together with Yoshima's fiancée, Mayu, Yako and Mio report they've learned so far to Tsumi and the others. Putting all their stories together, you can see the final objective at long last. 5 p.m. It's Yako! Mr. Tsutsimu, this is Mayu Chizawa. Ah, so you're the one. The Sumida police were looking for you. Glad to see you're alright. Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Haku's hands, I got myself in some deep shit. Haku seemed like they were still up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act once and for all. Get it? Because they sell soap. Nice one, boss! You're on top of your game today. Everyone needs this guy. Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. You must be Detective Ario. I've heard a lot about you from Hajime. Counting on you to catch whoever did this no matter what. Any stickers? Mod check stickers. I'm not seeing any stickers. Damn you! Hiding these stickers from me. Alright. What up? Oh, Mr. Tsutsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me. So even the desk jockey's lending a hand. Brings a tear to your eye. What did they say? About the Omiyo woman who was in Edo at the same time of the Hojo incident. She's a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. Sounds cool. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory of the foot washing machine, or mansion machine. She must be the one who fought Simon over the right. And they found out her name was Ashino. Ashino, what else? That's all. Not much help. Oh, but apparently she was quite a powerful Omiyoji. And she died bearing similarly powerful resentment. It's possible she became a vengeful spirit with a connection to the Seven Mysteries. A vengeful spirit. If any descendants of Ashino, or people otherwise closely aligned with her, live today, possibly a spirit awakened to possess them. Now, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are closely in sync with them. Though this, of course, doesn't mean the spirit houses complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are parts that would have the strongest influence. Seeming as Sender's still around to the present, it wouldn't be surprising if Ashino's were too. Might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. Must have found some amount of evidence looking into the abnormal phenomenon of things like that. The Feast of Shadows. There it is, our abnormal phenomenon. What do you mean? Person who initiated the curse this time, who's been calling in the mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Simon. Oh. Do you have any idea who or what could be... Who the fuck are they and where are they? Like, if you looked at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits leak spirit energy left and right, and I can't just notice by looking carefully. But when spirits of a higher caliber fuse with someone else's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. I don't know if a cult so much it is a crazy sort of mage-like person. Oh. I'm sorry, my skills need a lot of work and I don't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make it through together somehow. We can make it if we try. Yes, the Undertaker. The villain this whole time is actually Undertaker. A very weird choice, but I approve. That's why one of the curses is just getting suplexed to death. Mayo, did you meet with Hitomi? Yes, I met her at a spot I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has really shaken her up. Briefly explained her situation, and she had her give Hajime's talisman to me. There you go. That's what we're looking for. The Yang talisman acquired. Mr. Tsumi, about this. Right, you should hold on to it, Mio, not like we can use it as it is. Try and figure out what we'll need once we get both halves together. I'll see what I can do. Or it was the boogeyman. True. I heard you had a curse stone, too. Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things are really a pain in the ass, but I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. I mean, I've got the counter one, and my daughter's about to fucking rock up to me to try and murder me specifically. Not a good day to be her. Sorry you won't be able to bring it back. Don't worry about it. He and I were always prepared for the worst anyway. What the... What's wrong? Damn. Trigger for the Beckoning Lights curse is some serious shit. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said to give me some weird ideas. See what I mean now? How's it work? I'll leave you a note and you can read it later. We have more important things to worry about now. Right. Mr. Itsumi, does that make 5 curse stones you've gathered now? That means there's 4 in the wild. Obviously, my daughter has 3. What does that leave? Should be. We'll get the other 4 under wraps as soon as we can. Yeah, she has the drum, now the clappers, and the reeds. What are we missing? Beckoning light? No, I just got the beckoning light. What the hell am I missing? Canal is with the daughter. That's with the cop. That's with the cop. That's with the daughter. That's the cop. That's the daughter. That's the cop. That's the daughter. Ever-burning lantern. That's the cop. Wait, what? Whispering Canal is the drowning one. That's definitely with the daughter. Or no, the one-sided reed is the daughter. We don't know where the Whispering Canal is. The very first one. We don't know where that one is. God damn it. Sorry, reed and canal conflated in my head. Let's see, I have no idea where... Someone made off with the one-sided read Najima had. Yeah, damn shame. Yeah, who could it be, I wonder? After that, we don't know about Taiko or Tsugaru either, do we? So we can assume the curse bearers are still prowling around with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. I'll talk to you already. Hello. Come to think of it, did old man Ashimiya end up getting away? Swords already are out, huh? He was covered but managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? So that's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened. One explanation later. He was killed! The hostage was Tsusumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown. Yep, his daughter showed up. It was a huge surprise. Even boss couldn't believe it. How do you expect? No one could have seen that coming. So there's already an emergency search underway to ask for key witnesses and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search after we're done here. Key witness and suspect. Wasn't she a hostage? Couldn't she have killed Najima and fled the scene? Well, that's a possibility. Something in my throat. If you talk about possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely Najima was killed by a curse stone. By a curse bear? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows will be starting to return. Yep, which makes it likely the curse was used to kill him. Whilst repeating yourself, try and calm down. That would mean Inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer. Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age. You're just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We talked about how she might have the Taiko of Tsugaru, if that's the case. Did we? My memory's all hazy. Got a soft spot for your daughter. Just hits a little too close to home. Either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by a vengeful spirit. Is the mastermind also the one who killed Hajime, trying to get the Records of Fate? Yes, I think it's very likely. So that's how it is. Then I want you to catch them no matter what. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it off for him. We will. Talked to him already. So we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done. One more thing, there's a very good chance his daughter has Michio's talisman. All the more reason for you to get back out there and search. What the hell has she gotten herself into? Yep, there's that. Now, is that everything we need to chat about? Better find her soon. Frankly, old-timer, your daughter's rather unhinged. I mean, the curses are down to 3 people at this point. Him, his daughter, and whoever has the water thing. The cop is protected by having the talisman that can turn it back on people. Which would be really bad if his daughter tried to kill him, and he could be like, "Wapow! Reverse card." Because then he would kill his own daughter. But, I mean, given what we, the player and the audience, know, I think it's better if he kills his daughter, and she doesn't get away with this. Although, maybe it won't come to that. If you don't need anything else, we'll be getting back to the search. There's actually one thing. What's that? Completely hypothetical. What if an inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. Seems she was after the talismans. Don't understand what you mean. Boss, come on, we gotta look at the facts. That would mean Inspector Tsutsumi would also have to be one of Ashino's descendants. Alright, you're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal. Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to some Onmyoji. Yeah, but he knows it's also not his blood daughter. Oh. But, let's put it like that. Her being the mastermind, it's possible. Really? I say possible, I mean unlikely is what I want to think. Damn it, I don't even want to imagine it. So your daughter might be possessed. That would explain a lot of things if your daughter's possessed by an evil spirit. I'm just saying. If we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. No, it's not that. Something I never told her. Never wanted to tell her. Truth is, she's not my real daughter. She found out anyway, Chief. What? 20 years ago, it's a long story, but we took her in when she was a baby. Know anything about her birth parents? You could say I do, I guess, but really I don't know anything. What's that supposed to mean? Ario, you heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago? Click. Nejima's. You had to say it out loud, huh? When we arrested Fumichika Nejima, there was a baby. Oh, that also makes her the fucking reincarnation of the guy's wife. She has a lot going on, to be fair. When we arrested Najima's girlfriend, yeah, she's also a reincarnation of her. There was a baby at the house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now. You won the jump game, don't worry about it. Someone had to take care of her. A baby holds no blame for circumstances she came from. Very One Piece of you. With, Ace D. Roger, if you will. Well, Podcast D. Ace, I suppose. But boss, according to the Najima, that baby, in his former lover's reincarnation using black magic. What? Personally, I think that story is bullshit. Well, the baby came from somewhere. According to Najima. Explanation? My goodness, it's hard to believe Najima's behavior. Could it be true? I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether the Shino woman ever existed in the first place. There's no records of her, no body was found, her name never came up once during an investigation. Even if this woman existed, I'm skeptical that someone could reincarnate as a baby through black magic. I agree, no matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he deluded himself, not wanting to recognize the spell he risked his life on failed to work. Well, maybe. It's either Gold D. Ace or Podcast D. Ace. Roger was not the surname. True, you're right. That always trips me up, the Japanese surname, first name thing. So it's either Gold D. Ace or Podcast D. Ace. And of course, he prefers Podcast. Although I guess, could probably also go with Edward, right? For fucking Newgate. If you pressed him, he might be willing to take on Whitebeard's name. The more natural conclusion is the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider possibility she could be a descendant of Ashino. If nothing else, their names are pretty similar. Okay, assuming all of that's true for a moment. Ayame getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him, that would mean she killed her own father. Calm down, it's all still conjecture. But now that Najima's dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. What a terrible father! As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear all this up. Yes, sir. The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate if you could help us find it. So if anything happens, call the police. We will. Worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. Parkas was his mother's surname. It wouldn't be Edward. It would be Newgate. It would be Newgate? Shit, but it's Edward Newgate, right? It's Portgas Ace. So... Ace would be... Wait. First name. Yeah, so it would be Edward, right? Edward's name, not surname, Whitebeard's surname was Newgate. Yeah, but Ace is his surname. Is it? Fuck, no, Portgas. But it goes in front. This is why it's confusing. The surname goes in front. This is Edward Newgate, so his surname was Newgate. But wait, he put his... Not... What? Ah, fucking... It's so confusing. It would be Ace Newgate. Would it? Because it's... Monkey D. Luffy, Monkey D. Dragon, Monkey D. Garp, Edward Newgate, but it would be Ace Newgate? That doesn't track because it's Portgas D. Ace. So it would be Edward Ace. Because it's Edward Newgate. Conclusion. This sounds like the last one. Kiryu Kazuma. Yeah, Kiryu, that one I get. Well, they also call him Kazuma Kiryu, though. His first name is Kazuma, but everyone calls him Kiryu because that's his family name. It's the last one. Kazuma is the one that Pocket Circuit Fighter calls him by, and Haruka calls him Uncle Kaz, but that's about it. But it's Kazuma Kiryu, not Kiryu Kazuma. Everyone just calls him Kiryu. So Michi and Irio continue the investigation, deciding to meet with Ayame Tono to get to the bottom of it. What will be the conclusion of the Curse of Seven Mysteries of Hanjo, Tsumen and Ashino intertwines fates? This is called Conclusion, so I have to assume this is the final one, right? Where's the Drowner? Where's the fucking Drown Totem, is my question. Spinning the wheel today? I hope so. They met up, I guess. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I needed money to pay my tuition. She's not one to mince words. You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. Make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Yeah, he really came alone. Never thought I'd see the day you'd call the police. There's something I needed to see you about. Well, alright. Got a lot to talk about, so let's go through this one by one. Oh, wait, sticker. Hold on. Is there a... Daughter, I'll get to you in a second. I'm looking for bird stickers. It's very important. I don't see any bird stickers, unfortunately. Curses. Oh, well. Hey, you know what? I got like 16 of them. That's pretty good for 20, you know? Oda plays with naming conventions like jump rope. In the case of Whitebeard, Oda used Western naming convention first and then surname. Oh, okay. Yeah, that doesn't help with my confusion at all. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway. Oh god, there's so much to go through. God, I really don't want to hear about the fucking right. Let's ask about the mother first. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. Mom, haven't kept in touch with her. You're a great daughter, you know that? But on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you? I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been around all over the place looking for you. Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her... Wait, did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me? Oh. Oh, okay, I see what she's asking. I did not. She called the police at some point. He found out about it, and then called his wife, her mom, after he found out she called the police. It was a weird sentence to read out loud. But, yeah. She called the police, he found out, called the mom. She was asking, did you only call mom after you found out I called the police? It's quite a shitty... Yeah, I mean, she's not great. Now, listen, he made mistakes as a dad. He wasn't there for her. But he is trying to correct that, and she is wildly messed up in the head. More so than any amount of just, you know, kind of crappy parenting would lead to exist. So it would make sense if she is a reincarnation of a woman and also being possessed. Like, that's a lot of baggage at that point, and then it kind of starts to make sense. I've heard her into the nightlife, staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was. You're one to talk. Okay, fair enough, I am a cop. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt? And there it is, it's so like you. What? Only mentioning that now shouldn't have been the first thing you asked me. I checked in with your mom! I'm so sorry! I was just... You're not worried about me, all you care about is yourself. Yeah, that's why I talked about your mother first. Yeah, you're right, I've been selfish. Aw, come on, you can do better than that. Really screwed up there. Feel like they're judging me for that one. I'm fine, I managed to get away somehow or another. Right, I'm glad. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about a talisman Michio Shirahashi had? Michio Shirahashi, from the car crash you were in with that Namigaki guy. Sass from this job. Oh, with Yutaru. Yeah, it was there. Yutaru? That sounds like... So you and him were... Not really. He's kind of a boring guy. What, you're serious? But he said... Alright, getting off track, Tsutsumi. Get the talisman. Get back to the talisman. We shouldn't have relied on him for this. Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, doesn't matter. Her oddities go beyond being fucked up by bad parenting. Yeah, quite. With hit and run chaos on top of everything, you're in really deep. Is that really what you want to talk about? Yeah, I mean, no, tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene? You mean this? That's it! Picked it up at the scene of crash. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind. That's all? There's no other reason? What's the big deal? It's not that special. This old thing? Yeah, it's important. Would you mind giving it to me? Important for what? Don't! Dummy. Just play it cool. We think she might be possessed. What you're supposed to say is, A cop buddy of mine, it's his memento. His fiance wants it back. Just tell her that. It's a lie I came up with right off the top of my head. Oh, so that means if I give you the talisman, I won't be able to use the right. No way, I'm definitely keeping it. I screwed that one up. Boy, you sure did. Can't do any better than that. Come on. Will you give me the talisman? No. Well. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima? And if I did, would you hide me from the police? Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you care about. I'm sorry I won't protect you from a murder charge? Like, come on. Take a step back for a second. Yes, I did it. You. I don't even think he knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to the gardens. I realized while he was talking to me, he fulfilled the condition of my curse, so I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. I mean, it was clearly self-defense. So there's no going back now. It's not true. You can make things right before you make them worse. Let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away. Chance? You must say anything to you. Said a lot of bad things to you. About you, that's for sure. No surprise there. So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone. Cool of you. In that sense, I felt like he was my kindred spirit. Kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal. But I'm a murderer now, too. Maybe we're not so different. You're different, am I? Maybe not that different. But at least you're honest. I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder if all the fathers in the world... Are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they committed a crime? It really depends on the crime. If my kid shoplifted, I'd be like, look, I'll pay the fine, whatever, sure, fine. If my kid murdered a guy, I'd be like, all right, we're taking a step back here. We need to analyze this situation. How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that. My hypothetical child, of course. I do not have a kid, nor do I want one. Plenty of parents take the fall for their children or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe as a parent, it's the right thing to do. Again, it depends on the crime. I don't know. I think having a father like that would make it easier for him to go to advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd at least have one person on your side. Okay, but again, do you think Hannibal Lecter's mom was like, you're doing the right thing, sweetie? I see, so that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that. That's okay, I wasn't really expecting you to. Well. So Numa really didn't tell you anything. Not really, no. Why are you willing to go so far for the rite of resurrection? What do you want with it? I told you wouldn't understand. No, no one understands because you're a fucking lunatic. Just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Because it's stupid and dismissible. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Maybe together we can think of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. Well, tragically, I don't think you can, but I want to bring Hokusai back to life. Hokusai? Hokusai the ukiyo artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? Killing Nijima could be waved off as self-defense. Yeah, easily. She was definitely accomplice in the murder earlier. Well, there wasn't another murder earlier. There was a different reality. Oh, you mean the driving one. That wasn't a murder. That was a hit and run. And she was a passenger in that. Tampered with a crime scene, but also not murder. Not even involuntary manslaughter. Just, you know. She was the passenger, not the driver. That one can't be waved away so easily. With the right finagling, you can definitely avoid a murder charge. Probably even a manslaughter charge. I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid? See? Gah! The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Though I'm sure you've never noticed. Really, I had no idea. It saved me. Hokusai was the reason I'm still alive today. I know you felt so hopeless. You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. The moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew it was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplished, I'll die happy. Hint or not, she did cover for the killer and kind of even encouraged the murder. Not of that one. She encouraged him to use the stone. She encouraged him to use his curse stone. She did not encourage him to run over a child. That just happened. He was driving quick to impress her. You're really serious about this. Alright, let's get to it. You have a curse stone, don't you? One that beats people to death, clearly. What happened if you like handing it over? Please handle any damages the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it. I'm not giving it up. Yeah, I wouldn't want this. You ever seen the TV show Happy? Very funny show. There's a bit in the beginning where a guy has, like, an ancient secret in him that is passed by telling it to another person. Our protagonist is about to kill him, and the guy's like, wait, let me tell you the secret. And our protagonist is like, nah, that sounds like a lot of effort, and kills him. And then the show is a lot of people thinking our protagonist has this secret that he doesn't have because he was like, nah, it's a lot of effort. And of course it was a lot of effort, and he didn't even have the damn secret. Great show, Happy. 2 seasons, and then it was canceled. Damn shame. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here. I didn't come to chat. You can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition of my curse is met, I'll use it no hesitation. It's pretty cold of you, if I'm gonna be honest. What if I check surroundings? Starting to dip down to the horizon, long, long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about an ancient threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3. Not that it matters. 3, huh? I'm not handing them over. Come on, hand at least one over. I think I've let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn? By all means. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Am I? I told her about the fucking talisman. I guess I'm hiding my friends are in the bushes back there. Interesting, interesting, interesting. You know what? I'm just gonna say I am, because he really seems like, you know, it's like, oh my god, I am hiding something. Well, sure, you can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two. Of course, try and dodge the question. Now then. Let me tell you how my curse stone, Taiko of Tsugaru works. What? My curse, bludgeon death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. Well, I told you I'm hiding something from you. If you try and cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. That's quite similar to the one I have. Coincidence? With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing? Ah, I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Let me tell you one thing first. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. What? How is that fair? And you'd use that curse on me? As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. As a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Do you think that's enough to convince me to do as you say? Lady, I have 5 curse stones. You have 3. You're outclassed. One of them is a fucking... If I don't have a lighter, one of yours is completely useless. I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you try not to lie. Go ahead then. If I lie, so be it. Also, she's like, how is that fair? Bitch, you're doing it to me! Trying to hide now, you really will die. He didn't mention the lantern. Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you can never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me. You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. That my real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame! Is that all you have to say? I only have one answer for you. You are honestly and truly our daughter. Aww. Nothing more and nothing less. Even now you're trying to hide it? What, are you really that stupid? Why is your pride worth dying for? I didn't have a... Okay, well. I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Ha! Not dead, bitch! How? Ayame, Be proud no matter what happens. You are our precious daughter. How are you alive? I don't know what piece of shit Najima filled your head with. What that piece of shit Najima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You're our daughter, Ayame Tsutsumi. Alright, I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tsume, Tono, both will always be a part of who you are. Why are you doing this? It's not true. The curse proves that it's not. I think the fact that he's not dead proves it is true. Sure, you probably don't have any memories of us playing together. And I did leave everything at home to your mom. I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter what, how grisly a scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why say all of this now? They're just hiding in the bush. Yeah. Yo, they gotta see. So do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Oh, damn. Got her. The mastermind behind all of this, the one who awakens the curses and the 7 mysteries in order to use the right. Wasn't you, was it? No, I wouldn't even know how to do that. And picking up Michio Shirahashi's talisman was just a coincidence, right? Yeah, I already told you. Good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. Does he really die? You're nothing like Najima. You can stand on your own 2 legs. You can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not too late to atone for the hit and run, for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. After that, just live the best life you can. A little late on the dad there. A worst time to have a heart-to-heart. Well, that's depressing as all get out. His death was confirmed at the same time. 5 curse stones possessed by Tsutsumi, as well as 3 given up by Ame, lost their curse bearers. Temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kozuru to obtain them to seal them away without any difficulty. The Yin talisman, possessed by Akame Tono, was recovered and trusted to Mio as well. Thus, any massacre that could potentially cause by iterations of this curse were prevented before it could ever happen. Or so it seemed. Yeah, what about the drowner? The... Kills bludgeoning who discovered to be hiding a something from the curse bearer. So what really happened with it? The deep sound of drums once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since he started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the daimyo's residence? I've heard they have a drum in the firewatch tower instead of wooden clackers. But I don't see any fire, so why are they always sounding the drum? Then one morning a body was found. Isn't it old man Kanzo, the... ukiyo painter? He lived nearby, but had been down and out for years, despite his best efforts to sell his works. Every now and then his granddaughter would visit, and he would teach her to paint. The old man's only pleasure. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams, curses, souls, resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped with a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, enchanting all those who viewed its strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could possibly have happened? The people whispered among each other, almost as if he had been beaten by a drum. That really didn't answer my question. What the fuck happened here? All the other ones are... And I still gotta find out about this fucking... Where is it? Yeah, the Whispering Canal. Where are you? Who's left? It's gotta be Jun Irio. Irio? There's no way you've got a curse stone. Sorry for keeping you out so late. Can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. It's gotta be Yoko, right? Like, why the fuck do you exist at this point? Unless you're also the curse bearer. It's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep, sent her home in a patrol car. Apparently she put up quite a fuss saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. The feast house was starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. Well, here we are, back again. Have we met Yoko? Yeah, she was the girl at the very beginning that was hanging out with the protagonist from the very first. That's the only time we've met her. Sorry, I'm looking for stickers. Found one. Still not done. True. I found Budgie Mary. He's got a bat with nails. Hell yeah. Anyway. Talk to me. I can't get mind off the remaining curse stones in the Whispering Canal. Who the mastermind is. We have to deal with things before I can worry about any of that. I was going with the 2 talismans. You figured out the location of the Records of Fate. I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the talismans, they formed a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talismans look like scraps of wood and are actually a tiny scroll that kept folding up by the seal. Oh. Who'd have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin scroll, then. What's it say? Richie has no impact on the game beyond the tutorial. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? There was one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was hoping you could help me out. Oh, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. I expect you'd be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Let's see. There's 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think in order to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. 5 seals in the right order. If you get it wrong, it's gonna, go boom. No, we'll just have to try again. Test it already. Oh, you already tried it. So brave. I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the right have already been unleashed. I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Well, surely it would either be the order in which APM is. It's either going to be like the order in which they are in my files, or it's the order in which we encountered them. So what were they? They were a carp. I don't remember all of them. I remember a carp and a reed. Won't explode or anything, so might as well give it a try. All right. Remove the seals. Remove them in the correct order. Okay. The carp, the light, the beech leaf, the taiko drum, and the reed. Okay, so let's see. Let's go easy here. I think the carp is fish, right? And the canal's whole thing is fish. So that's probably first. What's next? The light, the beech, the drum, and the reed. Light, beech, drum, reed. Light, beech, drum, reed. Light, beech, drum, reed. There's light. There's beech. There's drum. And there's reed. So would it be carp, light, beech, drum, reed? Isn't that just the order they're in? Carp, light, beech, drum, reed. Don't think that was right. Okay. I'm thinking then it's maybe the order in which we encountered them, in which case the carp would be first. Or we acquired them, as it were. The beach might have been the next one with the cop. The reed was like one of the last ones. The light was also like one of the last ones. I guess it's beach. Whoops, clicked out of it. The light, because that was the fiance, Chuzo, or whatever her name was. The reed, and then the drum. No. Well, I have no idea what they want from me then. Makes sense for such an important document to be sealed. It might help talking things over if I get stuck. Cool. Fuck. The correct order. What's the order of the mysteries? Does it list them? Oh, okay. So, it's the same way over here. God damn it. Yep, it's the same thing over here. Might be wrong about the carp? But they're fishermen, so that's got to be the carp, right? In the canal? There's nothing else a carp would be. Yeah, carp, light, beach, drum, reed. Maybe the order we first met them, which would be Carp, Light. Then we met the Foot Bath, and then we met the Clappers. Then we went back and met you. Then we encountered the Reed at the school, and then the Drum, I guess? No. Alright, well, fuck. What do you think? Do you recognize any things in the seals? Yeah, they do. There's something in our files. How about something better than that? The Cursed Stone's design. There's an order to the 7 that corresponds to them. Oh, do they... I guess I could check that. The Whispering Canal is... That's a carp. Fool's Procession is a baby. The Light, if you can believe it, is a light. The Clappers are clappers. The Beach is a beach leaf. The Tycho is a drum. That's sandals. The Reed's a reed. That's a lantern. Is there like an okay, let me think. A fish. A light. A leaf. A drum. And a plant. There's no, like, life cycle or some shit that I can think of for that. It's not like the fish eats the reed, plays the drum for his sweet honey, and then turns off a light and goes to bed or some shit. The seal was applied during the Edo period, so it's probably has to do with the events that took place around there. Shut up and tell me. No. Hint answer. I'm never getting this in 1,000 years. And I want to be done with this game. I don't want to go through my fucking notebook to try and figure it out. I'll look up the resentful memories. The mysteries correspond with the 5 seals. The fragments, dying memories came with those cursor. Reading closely feels like there's a connection between them. I wonder how long you need to do this before she's just like, here's the answer. Drum, beach, leaf, carp, light. You got it, right, it's open. Sure. Took 5 tries, but you did it. Just need some time to get warmed up. Finally ready to certain inside. Nice of them to keep track. I bequeath this... Oh, for God's sakes. Major incident. 100 following... Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing. It was the order the spirits died. Yeah, I was never going to get that. I didn't even know they had years attached to them. They need my soul, my body, and my spirit. His own consciousness, a living continuation of my bloodline, and my curse echo. Great. What the fuck was your curse echo? The one that talks about a daimyo. Anyways, they have stories connected with each other. Oh. Yeah, no, I was never getting that in 1,000 years. The playthrough would have ended there. I don't even know what listen, at this point, I want this game to be done so I can play something else. It's a good game, but let's wrap this up. I want to do other things tonight, and I don't want to stream this again. Detailed kind of tragedy surrounding the Rite of Resurrection. Whole story. Incident is the origin of 7 mysteries curses. Contents are organized like an answer sheet, so you don't just give the information needed. It'd be real cool if you just did. Ah. Is there anything else? Yes. Here's what I've been looking for. I bequeath the... Okay, yep. Whoa, he foresaw this happening, and it continues. Those who seek to forestall, yeah. My soul, my body, and my mind. So gather all 3 things in one place, the rite of cleansing will be completed. It's exactly what we needed. 3 things in his body, soul, and mind. It says his soul is a curse echo. Simon himself is part of 7 mysteries. I mentioned it, Arashi said something along those lines. There's another one written here. My curse echo holds my curse brings ruin to curse bearers. What is that? Make more sense if we keep looking. So it's the counter one with the light, then. Because it specifically targets curse bearers with that one. Will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is a descendant of Simon, it seems. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Simon? He and Michio Shirahashi, who had the other talisman. Both of them already passed by the time the iteration curse was unleashed. That's true. What are we going to do? So why is so split? There have to be others. Oh, there's another note here, too. As for the body, seek not only the one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, instead to control that spirit themselves. So it says. Know anyone like that? Can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now. Next is the mind. It's the difference between mind and soul. Paranormal theory, human are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be part of a spirit that makes up one's consciousness or one's self. Like driving the body in the car, soul control system, and mind driver. I see, it makes sense. A hint for finding this one, too. Let's see. Mio seems fit Bill in the second one. For Descendant, she does have strong spirit sense, but I don't know if she's a descendant. The delinquent kid who had the talisman, right? Wasn't she a descendant? Should the rite of resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. H&R block, I don't really care right now. Fucking swear to God, H&R block. Simon tried to steal away the rite of resurrection. Before he could do that, Ashino stole the records of fate. Countermeasure the rite being activated, he made it so his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What it means is, Simon's mind woke the night the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now. What? So we get that person together with everything else. We have to find the curse echo's descendant and the person possessed by Simon. How much longer is this? Because this sounds like a whole fucking thing. Wife of mine who's played this game. How much longer is this? Not that much longer. Okay. Let me get them together in one place and we get to go. Right, there's one thing. Second and third ones could be both the same person. But who could that be? It's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessed by Yako. 6 lines in the guide? So 6 lines. Sure. Someone's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. See, but that's just things I need to do. There could be so much talking in between then. So learn the truth when he starts acting on his own. And the person could already be here. Hold on a second, someone's coming this way. Excuse me, can I interrupt for a moment? Well. Would you like to buy an empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen? No. What? I even thrown these bones from some fried chicken. Can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. Don't say that. They're delicious. Actually, I thought I might have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? All right, she's being weird to try and get us to walk away. She absolutely has the drowning stone. I understand. What should we do? Well, it's not like we need this exact spot. We can't do anything with other people around. Let's move somewhere else. Wouldn't do that. So we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. Don't... Oh, she sealed them. We don't have the one that counters. Yep. This is a curse. Yep, she's being deliberately annoying to get people to walk away from her. What'd you want me to do? Why would anyone want to buy a used soda can? Exactly, Arg. You would also turn around and walk away. Yeah, what the fuck was I supposed to do there, old man or woman? My heartfelt thanks for all of your hard work thus far. It brings the stories... What? Could have foreseen such a conclusion. Unfortunately, it seems so-called Mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there truly is no way to stop her. So Yoko's the Mastermind, huh? Should you find this conclusion not to your liking? Not particularly. By all means, pursue a different path. You've done it once before, so I'm sure you already know. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I've been your humble storyteller. Good night. Well then. Well. Kaido with the guide? How about you just spare me the fucking misery and tell me what to do at this point? Is he saying if you didn't like that, I could just go back and do this? And then she dies? Go back to Shogo Park. One of the branches where you meet. What, this one? One where she's dead? The one that branches off where you meet Takumi. Probably not the one that gets me killed. Got my curse stone. Back to this kid. She's already dead here. Start after meeting him, look to your right, in the distance will be a curse echo. Oh. Ain't that some shit? Huh? How's that? It looks like a light floating in air. Ah, it's the hidden light. About other curse bearers. Nothing untoward. Hearts of selfish, victim of circumstance. Too late, no going back. Hey dude, it's getting closer. I can only touch it. Interesting I couldn't be like, hey, do you see this? Or... The cleansing. Body, soul, and mind of Saman, blah, 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 all have been brought together. The rite of cleansing, dispelling ritual. Oh. They've all been brought together? Is this guy so important? My. Finally, you've arrived at a juncture I expected no less from you. I mean, you managed to bring everything to light. Sure. It's a possibility you wound up here by chance. Before I take it further, I must ask you a number of questions. Oh, boy. About what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Seimin Tsuchimikoto are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Seimin Tsuchimikoto? I mean, it's the beckoning light, right? Because he was just there with the beckoning light. Yes, that's it exactly. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino and the Honey, he wandered around near Honjo. Our curse echo changed over time, legend left behind. This is the curse echo that was acquired by Mayu Chozawa. But, when called forth by Seimon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self? Who is the body? The son who carried blood in their veins. I mean, if I'm here, it's got to be me or fucker, right? Not you. Not you. What's his name? Fuck, the soap guy. Him. It's either me or him. We're the only two people here. But he doesn't have a curse echo. So it's got to be me? And, oh shit. I know Oki. What's my fucking first name? Shogo. Shogo, I barely know her. Shogo. Correct again! Hell yeah. Although Shogo Oki was born to an ordinary family, the blood of distant relatives ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She is also one who had blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In this case, it was Ashino. Simon and Ashino fade to meet again hundreds of years later. For now, my final question. What was the name of Simon? Who is the mind? Tell me the name of whose person conscious. Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. According to Kaida, it's to enter the name of the storyteller. I gave the storyteller at the very beginning of the game. Surely I gave it Token then, right? Why would I name it anything other than Token? That guy, most people will be stuck. How's anyone supposed to? You would have to really go through the fucking person of interest files and figure it out, is my assumption. It's gotta be Token. You believe it to be Token? Because I don't know what the fuck I gave you. Yourself. Are you certain? Yeah, I don't remember what the fuck I named this guy. You're correct! You have remembered. Yeah, my name. Oh, it's me. It's me, chat. I'm Seaman. Which is why I've been able to do all this. Having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. I may say where I played my part, guiding through the events of the story. You could have just told me. Most people won't go through all that stuff. Yeah, no, they'll go to a guide, because the other endings are just so unsatisfying. As your consciousness was all that was left of you. I missed a bit at the beginning because you told him your name is Token. He would tell you your Steam name, but since it's the same, well, why would I say anything else? Manipulate time and space by way of story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel. And manipulate the host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you're able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. So-called mastermind behind events, the one who awakened the right and the curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, a descendant of Ashina herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting that she was awake. Oh, because she was guided away by a light. She was awakened, Seimon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. But due to your influence on Shogo Aoki's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life. Using the story chart to undo her death, I led you to believe it was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. But it turns out seeing what would transpire if the mastermind was not killed at the outset was ultimately revealed the way it put to an end the curse for good. Wait, so nothing I did happened? We go back to the first timeline and I just prevent it all from happening? Me and the fucking corporate guy are like, hey, that was weird. Anyway. Well, that's a bit of a letdown. I hate stories that end like that. Nothing you did actually happened. We went back in time and changed it. I didn't like it with Ghost Trick either. There are certain things which would have answered all of your questions had you noticed them. For example, even when you're under control, Shogo willingly used his curse. When I asked you earlier how many Shogo Aiki killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, he would have done so out of his own accord. I mean, I didn't use the curse, and he did anyway. Furthermore, Chisawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through the curse echo, the beckoning light. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you know now, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? I'd use it if I hurt myself. I'd use it if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I mean, I'd still probably use it if it came at no cost. Depends on the life, doesn't it? I wouldn't want it. Someone else have it. I wouldn't want it. I destroy it. I mean, there is a certain charm to being like, I don't want that fucking responsibility. But I mean, if it's free, I might as well bring someone back to life, you know? Anne Frank, give her another shot at life. Someone who died tragically. Amelia Earhart, Jimmy Hoffa, just to be like, what the fuck happened to you? I think I made all these jokes the last time. Yeah, I mean, my answer hasn't changed. If it's free, I'd go for it. Oh, I see. You've not changed your answer from when I asked you. Yeah, no, it's free. Why not? You're nothing if not stalwart, just like Simon himself. Thank you, thank you. Never guessed it was Yoko who was the mastermind. It was a random broad from the tutorial. Well, then, obviously, that's who it could only have been. It's time to bring this to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts. Then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you truly for all the work you've done. Storyteller also said I'd meet someone who shares my opinion, and like, I don't think we did. We met a lot of people who were like, I'll sacrifice everyone for my end, or I'll sacrifice myself for my goal. We need meet anyone who'd be like, yeah, it'd be sweet to bring someone back. Shame I have to kill people to do it. Nope. I guess we met one or two like that, but yeah. It was free. Why wouldn't you want to resurrect someone? Yeah. That's what happened? I can't believe it. I finally understand. I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of Onmyoji that's inside of me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curse of the 7 mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop it all was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might not have been negated, or might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when all this started. So is the other guy just like standing in front of you listening to this monologue? Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things always destined to end like this from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point in thinking like that now. God, I need a drink. The other guy is just, okay. Alright. He's still there. He was there when this happened. I think in a Moscow Mule or 2 or 3. I do like a mule. But also it's weird the other guy. Yeah. Well, this is the mom. Very weird the other guy is just like, guess I'll leave then. Man, what is it? An epilogue, I suppose, for everyone. Ah. Just a dream. It seems it was all just a dream. I dreamt there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say, but there isn't. Oh, well then. Right, of course not. But even if there's no such thing, I promise I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, right, this. I happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Somebody evaded our reach, an eyewitness from the scene. I see. Other guy might have buggered off for whatever reason. Maybe he saw I was, like, going through it. Who knows? The cops! Well, he probably got out of there because there's a dead woman. What is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? Looks like, as I was looking to Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park. Could they be related? Looks like it, but excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's that? Is it a curse stone? What the hell? Look at what this in female victim. Look what's in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture. There's an X drawn, a bunch of weird symbols, and a hole where his heart would be. Ugh. No. Could be some kind of curse or something? How many times do I have to tell you not to try and connect everything to the occult? Like, so much didn't happen. This guy didn't learn anything. The fucking serial killer is still working at the school. The kidnapping might not be resolved. Is it Nagahoshi case after all? What was that, boss? Don't worry about it. Make sure you put that phone into evidence. No doubt about it, Yoshimi. It's related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call. Got it. Leave it to me. Turns out Michio did die in an accident. Yep, if we ask around, might be able to get a little more info. Guess there never really was such a thing as a rite of resurrection. But I did feel like a spirit was watching over us. And, like, they don't find out what? And, like, the daughter doesn't realize this guy continues to be kind of a nebbishy weirdo. Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be. No! I should never have believed in the blasted record of fate. That everyone? To all of you watching from far away, that's you, stream audience. Rite of Resurrection has never existed. Not in any world, not in any time. There you go. So don't try it. I ask you to take life you hold and move boldly forward one step at a time. Oh, that's the deadbeat dad. He's not dead either. He gets away? Oh, I guess they find out. I want to get enough evidence. Search warrant. Let's let him go for now. I'll follow him. That's the kidnapper. I guess that's resolved, at least. Kinda hate endings like these. Done does. Yeah, I never liked the ending where it's like, you go to another reality. I'm the one that did it. Please help me. Probably shouldn't have hid. She's always following me. Oh, the daughter. Yeah, probably. Oh no, he feels massive guilt over the death he caused. Sorry, Michio, I had no idea. Well, I mean, it was an accident, to be fair. Hajime is killed by Yoko Fukunaga. How could that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who'd get picked off like that. You know that. It's nice that, you know, Richter's helping out. Boss is hiding something. Seems some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. See if I can find out what it is. Sure. Ah, this guy. I'd heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need? Oh, they're chums now? I seem to have the spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. Could have called, didn't think you were a standoffish type. I had to find out from EY. Sorry, I forgot to tell you my favorite chief inspector. The hell are you planning? Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya, after all. Nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? Getting along with your daughter? So, just, like, what? So much of this is like... There's the daughter, unresolved. Well, you know, more or less. Huh. Established Richter has a heart of gold, so to speak. He's a whore for helping people. Hence the reason he'd be helping people in this alternate reality type thing. Yeah, I guess. Still talked about with significantly less murder? There you go. Well, I mean, there's no fucking dark ritual for him to kill a bunch of people, so one might argue he's not tempted to go back to it. He's just a janitor now. But, like, we're not connected with our daughter. I feel like a lot of closure Yako got is now no longer there. I don't know. I'm not sure I like that ending. I feel like it would have been a lot more poignant if Sumi talked to his daughter and didn't die. Did he talk to her? He was talking to the serial killer. He didn't talk to his daughter. She was alone on a bridge, and he just said more or less. The only reason they talked in the first place was because of this ritual thing. If it didn't happen, they didn't talk. Machinarium. Okay, I'll add to the list. It cut to her on the bridge and said more or less they did talk at some point on the bridge. Is that what you got from it? He said you connecting with your daughter, and I guess that does imply that. It showed her alone, and he said more or less. I assumed it was more, you know, like I'm sending her money and she talked to me in college, so yeah, more or less. Like, I know where she is, that sort of thing. She did look a bit wistful. There's confusion about which game you want. I know what Machinarium is. Like I said, I'm familiar with the game. Whatever, time to spin the wheel. It's not explicit, but it's interpretation. Yeah, but again, just everything we did is just sort of undone and something else happens that, I don't know, I don't think feels as strong or poignant. If the dad had died and they had, you know, found the last curse and stopped the seal that way, that would have been a very poignant ending. Would have been a downer, but it would have been poignant. This is nice, but it's not terribly poignant. What'd we even do? We stopped. Everything you saw me doing was a possibility. I stopped that possibility from happening. So nothing you saw happened, is basically what happened. I'm gearing up the wheel. Alright, Arg, I just got your Steam link. Pasting, adding Machinarium. Anything at the end, now that we're here? No, I got complete the story as the achievement, so story's done! That's the one timeline that matters. We met her, we talked, she died, I stopped the curse, and then we all went home happy. It's the only timeline that matters. All the rest, none of this ever happened. Not a bit of it. Although I guess this happened, because this happened in conjunction with that one. Oh yeah, these all happened, I guess. Like that, yeah. Right there, that was happening, about that time, a successful getaway. I guess if there was no curse, they just, kind of wandered around the school for a bit. So, yay. The teacher that was abusing people continues to abuse people, I guess? Right, anyway. Boy, I really truly think they dropped the ball on that one with the ending. I feel like they really fucking misplayed with the ending. But anyway. Enough about that. I believe it's you? No, you're Dolphin. You can get me to spin the wheel. There we go. There we go. The ending isn't great, I admit, but I still enjoyed it. Oh yeah, no, it was a fun experience. I really liked the beginning, and the characters were all very interesting. It was a good read. But yeah, I do think they dropped the ball on the ending. Couldn't stick the landing. Anyway, Machinarium, Sinking City, Three Houses, Grim, Back to the Future, Pokemon Ranger, Shadow of Almia, Small Saga WarioWare, The Switch Game, Spider-Man, Hat in Time, Talos Principle, Met 2, Mad Rat, Dead, Paranormasight, BioShock, I'm Alive, WrestleQuest, Bugsnats, The Uncharted Quadrilogy, Sunset Overdrive, Pizza Tower, Killer 7, Cake Chameleons, Into Bursting Out, Arcs, Talos, Calf Crossers, Fairy Flights, Love, Pokemon, Infinite Fusion, No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Back, Journey to Savage Planet, AI, Somnium File, Star Fox Assault, Randomized Minish Cap, Yax's Dead Souls, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro 3, Sleeping Dogs, and Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, it's a streamer's choice. I put it on there now. We're back, baby. Probably gonna be a bit before I hit Apollo Justice for the the streamer's choice. Huh. Star Fox Assault, baby. I think that's the GameCube one. Let me check that. Might be the N64 one. I'm not actually sure. Star Fox Assault. It's the GameCube one. Okay. 76 from Metacritic, 7 out of 10 on IGN. Oh, is this the one that has Landmaster? That's famously like, eh. Oh, yeah, it sure is. Sure is. Ah, well. You know nothing about Star Fox? No, I only know Star Fox from Super Smash Bros. Never played a Star Fox game, but I know it's ship combat, which is fun. I like ship combat, so yeah. Star Fox Assault, tomorrow, baby. Oh, is Paranormasight on the list? My bad, I definitely should have taken that off. Yep, there it is. Whoop! That's on me. Doesn't matter anyway, it's Star Fox Assault. Righto! We get to be furries in space. Join me, won't you? Love you all. Be good people and have a good night.